finishing up a few slides real quick. Cause I low-key had to like rush. I literally just got back from that horse session. Like I'm literally organizing my clients' files as we speak. So I mean, I guess y'all could like low-key watch in on that because since this is what class is about anyways. So I guess y'all could like see that vibes. I'm gonna go to my client section. I think my hot storage is filled from this month. Yeah, I think my hot storage is filled. Cause I got 2 hot storages. Cause I do video shit too, so it's like my hot storage. I have a video hot storage was this one, which is all my video stuff on there. Then I have a hot storage for like my photos, so I have to like add that on there. Let me see. What was the lady's name today? Her name was Lillian. So I'm gonna go Lillian maternity, and then the date 04. Today's the 13, 2026. And now I go find her Lillian, double click the Lillian and go find the files that I took from Lillian today, which should be right here. Y'all can see my screen, right? Yeah, that's a yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but files for Lillian. Let me make sure. I'm trying to make sure that this. There we go. All right, so Lillian, and where the hell is this class? I'm trying to find the class call. I just had it open. Cause now I can't find y'all last. Oh, here it goes. All right, bet. All right, so I'm gonna go, because I think I took some videos today, but I don't think they're on the same card. I have them split between 2 cards. Some cameras do have 2 SD card slots, some don't. I don't always use my second SD card slot. Sometimes it like has a, I'm not saying it never has a purpose, but sometimes like you don't need, like if you have a good SD card itself, then like you really don't really have to be afraid for like your one-off regular sessions. The only time I would get afraid is like I'm doing a wedding or a big event to like want to shoot to 2 cards at once. But majority of the time, if you have anything above a V30, then you're really straight. Like when it comes to like the corruption side, like it's very, very, very unlikely for that card to fuck up on you unless it's user error, as in you're taking pictures and you snatch the SD card out simultaneously, or you're transferring files from your camera. Like if you put your camera on a, you use your USB-C on your camera and then you snatch the files out of your USB-C, then that, is one way also to like, fuck it up. And then another way to fuck it up is if you're transferring files on your SD card on your actual physical laptop and then you snatch it out or take it out before it fully transfers or while it's like mid-transfer. A lot of the time if it's already done transferring and like it's an IDIO file, meaning that you're not actively moving anything between your SD card, a lot of the time it won't corrupt, but you'll guarantee a corruption if you are pulling it out while it's mid transfer. But I've pulled out my thing. I'm not saying to do it at all, but I've pulled out it like when it was like IDIO, and a lot of the time those V60s, V90s don't be having that bad of a from pulling it out. I'm not telling you don't do that shit at all, but I'm just saying that like the ways to guarantee corruption is snatching it out while it's transferring, and then the ways to have a possibility of a corruption is taking it out while it's just in your thing. So press that double click that damn eject button and get that big ejected. All right, get that big ejected. Kenny had a question. Go ahead.
So, you think me using a V30 is bad? Cause I be getting my
Yes.
SD cards for V30 because they say the higher up is better just for like video. But I mean, I just do pictures. Like,
Nah. So I did a whole video on SD cards, so you got to go watch that bit. It's literally called.
yeah,
It's literally the SD cards. The cover of it is V30, V90. I'm holding all of them up, and it literally talks to
yeah,
you, like video. It is important. Like it's needed for video. Necessary, like higher frame rates, higher whatever you're filming is guaranteed
hmm
and needed for video. But when it comes to photos and you're a lifestyle photographer, having a higher V rating on your card is going to help you shoot faster. So when you're trying to do burst shit like sometimes the photos either misfire or some of the photos don't get taken or it doesn't transfer, or you ever like take a picture really fast and then you look back at your camera and there's a little picture of an SD card on the top of your camera and it's counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4
yeah. It
because
does that all the time when I do my
you're
stop
shooting on a
motion.
V30.
I use that to talk to them, but
That
that's good
no,
to
no, I'm
know.
just telling you that is when you're shooting on a
Yeah,
V30, like because it takes slower to read. It has a slower read and write speed. So the higher that V number, is way faster. It's gonna
Yeah.
read way faster, like
It's
way
like the
way
higher you
faster.
go though, it doubles up on price.
Oh no,
Like
I
the
mean yeah,
V60
guaranteed. But the higher you go,
double.
you don't gotta buy that bitch again and again and again, and then you have
And
less possibility of corruption too. Like that's, so it's like it go up higher in price, but with that higher price, you get more security. And then some of the ones that are higher in price, like my V90 has insurance on it. If I break that bitch, if it get burnt by fire or whatever, like I can send it to them for free because they have a lifetime warranty underneath that brand. It's like yeah, it's more expensive, but it's like how like it's more expensive until you get a point in time where something happens where you need it to be that expensive. Where you're like, fuck, I got this wedding that I had on here and I dropped that shit into water and I can't get it back. Or I got this wedding where I was taking pictures and it corrupted mid photos because I was taking fast pictures and that bitch can't even keep up. So now I'm like, damn,
uh,
my SD card can't keep up. Now your SD card corrupted and now you got somebody's wedding who just paid you $2,000 on that one card that you can't even show them nothing. You got nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? And then with the
yeah.
V30, the lower the V is, the harder it is to get that back. Whether you use disc drill or whatever the fuck, the higher the grade of your card, the easier it is to get files back, even when you format them, because there's still forms like of files that even when that shit says like 100%. So let's say for example you buy a 128 gigabyte card, it really has 150 gigabytes on it, but they're not going to tell you that because 128 is with the usable storage. There's still fail-safe storage inside of there that the company holds. So if some shit breaks, it has micro pieces of data that they can bring back your data. That percentage of fail-safe data gets smaller the less V's you have in your shit. Like, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay,
So
okay.
like,
So it's just like just in case type stuff.
yeah,
Or
and then if you
something.
have a V10 and it corrupts, you're guaranteed to not get nothing back. If you got a V30, you might get half your shit back, might not. You got a V60, V90, you got a way higher chance of getting 75 to 100% of your stuff back. So it's like,
And you always get a new like you get SD cards all the time, like, unless somebody like
no, I
because I've
don't.
been see that's another reason why I've been buying the V30s because like I just be going every time I run out.
No,
But
why do you run out? That's the thing. Like, why do you run out?
because I be taking a lot of photos.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have a system. You be missing fucking class.
I ain't
Last,
gonna
you
lie.
gotta have a cold storage and a hot storage, fam. There's no reason for you to be buying
Nah,
hella SD
yeah.
cards, especially how you're saying that a V60 V90 is too expensive. I'm gonna just keep buying V30s. I'm gonna keep buying V30s, nigga. You just bought 2-3 V30s. That's the one price of one
Nah, I do got three
V90.
V30s right
You know what
now.
I'm saying? You could have had one V60, one V90, and then put the rest of that bread or whatever you was gonna buy into a hard drive for a cold storage, and now you can just store all those stuff. So you don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You storing stuff on your SD cards, and it's like, nigga, you need to just, you know what
Nah,
I'm saying? Get
yeah.
a hard
That's
drive.
why the SSD what I've been trying with what I'm gonna get next because that's kind of like what I've been doing with this. But now I'm realizing I'm like, bro, I probably could have just waited one time and then got an SSD. But like, cause I got it just in case. I'm like, bro, especially when you were saying about the hard drive corrupting, I was like, I want to keep them just in case. But then like once I get the SSD, then I'll clear it up.
Yeah, nah,
Probably
keeping them
go.
just in case is cool. Like, I feel like keeping them just in case is great when it comes to like weddings and events. But like a lot of stuff that you're doing, like you don't really even have to for real. Like you know what I'm saying? Like keep them on your SSD. I'm not saying delete them at all, but I'm saying like you don't have to keep them on the SSD. Like when I do a wedding or an event, I'll keep a pair on the SSD. I mean on the SD card, and then have
Hmm.
that other. I'll keep a copy of it because it's a wedding.
Yeah.
But after that wedding is done, that copy is gone. Like the shit that's on that SD card is gone. I just finished this wedding. The moment that I send them their pictures and they approve, that shit's getting off my SD card. But with
Yeah.
regular day-to-day photo shoots, that it doesn't even stay on my SD card. Like it literally comes straight off my SD card. That bit is getting off of there, and my SD card is getting formatted and getting ready for the next client. So every client gets a fresh. Like if I'm doing a full day of shooting, then I'm not gonna format it in the middle of it, obviously. But the next day of shooting, I get a fresh one. And the more you format your card, the less corruption, the less possibility of corruption it has because it turns into a fresh card. Every time you format
Mhm.
it, it freshens it up. Format freshens it up. Like it gets rid of all the unwanted, unneeded data, all the little bad, maybe potential malware that's in there. It freshens it up.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing that. Then.
Oh shit. Fabry said, you won't believe who. Bruh. Bro, am I free to talk? Nigga, it's 8:11. What do you mean am I free to talk? Am I free to talk? It's 8:11.
Bro, yeah, that's why I texted you first. I didn't know if you was on call.
I'm in class. You're on speaker. You want to say on speaker or you want me to put you in my ear?
Um, now go into your ear. Go into your ear.
Yeah. Oh, on some double back shit. Uh huh. What date is that though, fam? Hold on, let me see, bro. Cause Jesus, hold on, let me see. Let me see. You said the 8th, bro. Okay, okay, okay. I'm straight. I'm straight. I got what's the name on the ninth? Some other shit on the ninth though. But the 8th, like what time though? Okay, so block that off. Yeah, yeah. I know we in that bit all day. But I mean, for that day though, that's dumb. That's dummy content though. Yeah, might be able to have it on some 3-day shit, on some double back. All right, bet. Cause that ninth, I have a baby shower from 6 to 8. Yeah, that's the only thing for that Saturday. On the ninth, that night, I know. Yeah, after 10 or after 11 or whatever that night, right? Yeah. Okay, but that's lit. That's actually cool. I didn't think bro was gonna ever call us back. But after Mariah, I didn't think he was gonna ever call us back. We was in that bitch geeking the clock. Okay, bet. Well, but then again, it makes sense though, cause like we're all he knows now. Yeah, we are Orlando. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, bet. Most def. I'm about to finish class. Well, I'm about to do this and stuff like that. All right. See you in the morning. All right. Safety. All right. We fly out like bitch in a few hours. All right. Basically. All right. But these are images. Duh. Right. It's type shit that I took today. So these were with the ND filter that I was telling y'all about. I'm gonna do slides. It's not gonna be no boring class. I'm sorry, but I know I'm like already 14 minutes in, and it's like, damn, what the hell are you teaching us today? Blah 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 blah. We'll get there. It's gonna be a lot of different acronyms. I was trying to like double down on acronyms today, but showing your ass, fucking Kenny, who doesn't watch the class recordings, why ND filter is important is right here. Like these are all shot at 2.8. These are shot at 2.8. My ISO is at 100. My shutter is at 250. The only thing that's changing through every single one of these images is like a whole lot of consistency that you're seeing throughout all of these images. Is my ND filter. That's literally it. I'm just in my ND filter. And a lot of the colors are a lot more potent, a lot more deeper, a lot more pushed. And these are just raw images, right? Purely through that ND filter. So that's just kind of what I wanted to show. But this is all from today. I did foreground, midground, background. I see my 3-3 that I ran. We filmed an entire BTS video, so y'all gonna get to see that vibes and things of that nature. But y'all probably saw it on my story for sure. Go ahead, Kenny.
Real quick, just the ND or is it ND plus CPL?
ND plus CPL because I was in water.
Okay, okay. That's the KNF one?
Yeah, with the knobs.
Okay.
I got the KNF. I used the KNF with the knobs. I used a different one today because I knew that a lot of y'all had the same KNF one. So yeah.
I bought the one with the little, it's like a knob, but it kind of got the triangle instead of a knob, like the stick.
Yeah. Fab got that one.
Okay,
He got
okay,
that one
okay.
right
So
here.
it's me. It's for sure me. I gotta just
It's
learn it.
1000% you.
Okay, okay.
It's 1000% you because I love ND filters. Like I've been working with them a lot more now to stop forcing myself so much of doing flash because I'm getting a lot more into weddings and branding. And when I'm doing outdoor weddings, I don't use flash no more. So now it's like I'm really having to like really control that natural light as much as possible. Like I can't control the sun, but how can I try to morph the light? But I still want to get bokeh. I still want it to be intact sharp. This is f2.8. You know what I'm saying? And this shit looks great. You know what I'm saying? And it's 250 in the shutter, so the sky looks great. Like there's all these little different things that allow the image overall to look really, really good. Just all still from using this damn ND filter. But yeah, this is tough. Like one of these were
Yeah, first.
overexposed.
I feel like the sky half the picture though. Like so, like it just
Yeah.
when you miss it, it's like yeah,
Yeah, it brings it all together. But this is just like
yeah.
that proof right here. And some of these are overexposed a little bit, but I think this is like a perfect exposure. Like I had her look backwards a lot more, so I like her face. But overall, I definitely loved this indie feel. Like right here, I was missing it. I wasn't looking at my viewfinder. I was looking at the screen, and I had my damn ND filter opened all the way open. I was just moving. Like I was trying to get the shot, but then I was trying to like expose it, but I couldn't close it right. But that's what had happened right there. Cause I was on rocks, bro. Rocks, my fucking feet was getting cut up. Like I just had to do like I had to soak my feet when I got back, bro. Like that shit was overly crazy. Y'all gonna see the BTS video, bro. We filmed that bit like overly cinematic. Fab was out there, had that bit shot in 8K 120. Stop playing, bro. We got some slow motion vibes of the horrors. It was a maternity session, so it was tough. We drove like an hour and a half away. That bit was overly cool. But yeah, it was cool. But she was like, her dad used to race horses and cattle and stuff like that, and like had like cattle and stuff like that when he was alive. So she wanted to like connect it to her maternity. So that was like her story, and we just put it together. So it was tough. It was a vibe. All right, but yeah, that's that with that. Go ahead, see.
So I got two questions. The first one is you said that all those are done with no flash.
Oh wait. I know you're at work, but your voice connection is like going in and out. So say it again.
Can you hear it now?
That sounds better.
I was asking if all those were done with no, you said no flash, just the ND filter.
Yeah. I didn't use no
Okay.
flash.
And then my other one was, where is that?
You said what happened?
I was asking where that location was. You
Oh,
already
New
shared.
Smyrna. New Smyrna. It was a New Smyrna beach.
Okay, appreciate you, man.
No, most def. New Smyrna beach. So there's like a beach, and if you keep going along the beach, they got like little smaller parts with like little houses, and then like in between each house has like a little in between the houses have like little park benches and shit like that. And we was at one of the park benches, and then they had little rocks right there, and, like for you to walk out. And it was literally right there, like right on the side of the park bench. Like if you see right here, this is like a little park bench, literally just a bench. There's like no real walkway down here, but it's literally just a bench. And then the lady pulled up with her truck and the horses. The horse lady came, and then my client came, and then yeah. But yeah, that's how that went. I'm trying to send her these like before I forget. Not before I forget, but before I start getting too deep into class, and then I forget after class is over, and then she'd be like, "Hey." So I'm trying to send these. Anybody else got any more questions while I'm doing this? No, you don't. All right. Raw maternity photos. All right, I got a good class for y'all today. I am sorry though. I got a good class for y'all today, but I got back within the hour of me like being gone and type shit. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm trying to like do a little bit of damage control because I have the slides, but I don't even have them like overly organized. So it's like, I'm trying to make it as best as possible and shit. All right, let me see. Is it loading? Nothing's loading. Oh, there we go. Why are they, what is this? Like, what, come on, bro. There's no way they're gonna try to upload this to the damn, Christ, brother. All right, I'm gonna do this, like, differently. Hold on, let me see. 2026 clients. Actually, this probably help y'all. I think I don't have storage. I'm gonna move this over here. Let that transfer and then finish moving these over. Do you guys have a current system for your clients now? Like, do you guys have a system like how you? Because, I mean, well, we know Kenny don't. But do you guys have a storage system down right now? Like, have you guys taken into account like that? Like, have you guys thought about it? Have you guys tried? Have you guys like seen trial and error? Go ahead, Kenny.
No, I just gotta defend myself. Like, I low key do have a system. It's just not. I feel like I definitely gotta go back and watch that video you had did. But like,
How do you
I
store
have
them
to.
though? Like, do you just take them and then like how do you store your pictures right now?
Okay, so for right now, what I do is I'll get a whole process. Once I take the pictures, I upload them to PictureSet. I separate it by JPEG RAW, and then I have a favorite and final folder into each shoot. And then after that, I like once I'm done with editing all that, and they're all into that one folder, I put it into each month, and then each month is into like right. Really, all I have is 2025.
But is
So
all this on your SD card?
no, it's all I put it all in the folders, and then each month is in my hard drive, and then I just once I'm done, I put it in the right month for my hard drive.
So you take them from your SD card and put them onto your hard drive, or do you take them from your SD card and go directly to Pixie Set?
Oh, okay. So once I'm done with the shoot, SD card. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I need the SSD. That's gonna make it so much easier. I go from SD card to Mac, and it just sits in my Mac. And I just had a problem with that today with my scratch disk. It's too full.
Yeah.
So once I get the SSD, it's gonna make everything a lot easier and probably faster for me to edit
Yeah,
because it
way
been taking me
faster.
a little. Because like it be taking forever to load sometimes, but I low key got one. It's just yeah.
Yeah, that SSD is like way faster, especially for like editing on it. Like that bit. It's
And you
like
just leave it plugged in.
yeah, my SSD is
Okay.
right. My SSD is right on the back of my. I mean, well, how I do it is I got my shit like basically taped to the back of my my laptop. I had bought like a cheap laptop case. I've been doing it for the past few years. Like I have it taped to the back of my laptop, so it never comes out. So it acts as if it's like a full fledged fucking like internal SSD. Like it's just on my laptop
Yeah.
case,
Okay.
and I just never remove it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me
And
see.
then one thing
Oh,
too.
go ahead.
Another issue is I feel like you probably said it in the video based on the way you talking right now, but my phone, I ain't gonna lie, the storage been getting backed up sometimes. What's the easiest way for me to upload it to my laptop? Just AirDrop it, or would
Yeah, I
you?
would definitely say like I mean, depending on what you're airdropping. Are you airdropping content? I would say
No,
airdrop it.
it's just videos like it's some videos that like
Like
I can
BTS.
delete, I don't mind, but it's like I want to look back at it or like just in case
Yeah.
type stuff
So
because I have
like
some reviews and
yeah,
testimonials,
it all comes
but I
down.
want
It
to
all
put
comes
it
down to
onto
that
my
hard
file like
drive. Yeah.
my HD,
It
whatever.
all comes down to like the hard drive and the SSD. So like you could always
Yeah.
because you could always just airdrop that bit from your phone to your thing. That's what I
Okay.
do. Like that's what
Okay.
I recommend because then you get it off your phone and then I get it onto there and then I put it where the same month or whenever I took those videos. That's when I put that's the month that I put all that stuff in. So now when I look back at it, it's just like it all connects. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like oh
Yeah.
this. Or this is the day that I shot this, and the BTS of that is also in that same folder. So it's so much easier
Yeah.
it's so much easier for you when you're ready to make content. Like you can just go right into that same exact folder and just make that content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's all I was gonna say because I remember I seen something like how you have the all those folders in that one shoot. The one
Yeah,
I
that
don't have
same
is
that one
BTS right
shoot.
now. You were
Yeah,
saying something about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that one shoot I have all of that within that same thing.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let's do it. What do you do familiar? What do you do familiar? It's your boy Tessa PNG and we back at it again. I'm gonna take a sip of water, bro. My fucking throat hurt, bro. We was out that bit in the sand, bro, like in the marsh, in the real like and shit. All right, but today we're talking about the client system. It's gonna be a 3-part class series. Also, I'm gonna ask y'all like now, but like also later, like I may have to do class at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. If you do or don't come, I mean it's fine. Regardless, you're gonna have like a recording because my flight's at 8 p.m. So I'm gonna be at the airport already at like 5. So I'm gonna do class from like 6 to like 7:30 type shit, and then get on my flight and on some shit so that way we could like continue to hit out. Because my goal right now is to do 2 classes a week for the remainder of the month. I mean, for the remainder until we're either gonna finish out this month or we're gonna finish out May. I don't know if I'm gonna do May with PNG University finishing out that two a week, and then we're gonna go to 1 a week because we're gonna do 1 a week, but it's gonna be like bigger shit going on, so it's gonna make more sense to do 1 a week. Because now it's gonna be kind of just scaling and then freshening up on the skills because we gunned so hard. Like we did a 6-month run basically. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be January, February, March, April, May, boom, 6-month run of 2 a week, going crazy, and then we'll do 1 a week for the remainder of the year to kind of freshen up and doing check-ins, group calls, group check-ins, content check-in, make sure everybody's doing good, everybody's on their content calendar, helping you guys create content calendars, helping you guys stay on your content and be holding each other accountable. So more so to be like that PNG University, like group accountability. So that we all come together with our questions for that week. So we have a whole 7 days in between of shit that's happened. So all y'all could lock in and ask the questions that y'all need for the collective group. And I'll teach one thing for like probably like first hour, and then that second hour it'll be like us going over questions and shit like that for the week that we're in, going over current trends and shit like that, so we can like stay up on current events and we can all be eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh boom, this is the reel that I've seen going crazy, or this is the real style that I've been seeing going crazy. I want all of us to reduplicate this in our own style for this week. We need to do at least this. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start moving like a real unit. You know what I'm saying? On some militant shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the overall vibes for that. Also, you guys do know I'm going to be from the 24th to the 2nd of May. I'm fully booked out. I'm gonna be, yeah, bitch. I'm fully booked out. So it's like I don't. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do because I think the 27th I'm gonna have a class, but I'll be driving back from Atlanta that day. So that night I might do a class, but I'm gonna have to like have that class prepared before that day type shit, so that I could teach it to you guys that day because that night I fly out to Puerto Rico. So from that, hey commissary, I'm teaching a class right now. Yes. Damn, sorry, she just questioned my thing. Because I guess she asked me something earlier as a client, and then she just questioned it with a question mark. That's why I gotta turn my damn notifications off, bro. It be throwing me when I be in the middle of something. Fuck was I saying, bro? On the 27th, I'm gonna try to have class planned already, so when I get back from Atlanta, I can do that class before I fly out. There we go. That's what I'm about to say. Because I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico for 3 days on client work, and then that Wednesday, probably most likely gonna miss class. I don't know, but I'll announce it to you guys as we continue to go because we're like kind of growing through this together. Kind of a lot going on, bro. What time? Just let me know when you're able. All right. She wanted a quick response out of me. I want a quick response right back. But yeah, so that's going on. But right now we're going over the client system. Somebody with Brittany. Sorry, Brittany. All right, but we're going to go over the client system. Bro, this is gonna bother me, bro. If I don't close out this lead right now, it's gonna bother me, bro. I'm gonna think about it the entire time that I'm teaching, bro. Like if we don't just close this out right now. Like, hey, are you still available this Wednesday, this Thursday, bro? Yeah. I mean, do I want to be available? No, but am I? Yes. What time? I get back, but that's overly dead. Bro, I get back from New York that morning, bro. Bruh, I'm not gonna even lie to her. It just depends on the time. Comma, I had some bookings come in throughout the middle of the day. Comma, my flight lands that morning. I'm sorry, y'all, but let me close this out, bro. I'm neurodivergent, so if I start teaching something else, this is gonna be in the back of my head, and it's gonna fuck with the quality of the teaching that I do. Okay, she said no worries. Does that mean, like, no, you don't want to do it no more? Because if the shoot is in Sanford, that's an hour away. Or like, I'm gonna say hour because it's an hour away. They're an hour back. I only have an hour with you, and it's like, is it planned already? Do we already have the script together? Do you already have the script together for the video? Comma, if we were to shoot it on Thursday. What time do you land, bro? Bro, the time that I land is not the time I want to shoot. I land at 8 a.m. That's not good though, because now it's like I'm getting off a flight from flying early in the morning to going straight into shooting. Christ, brother. Are you available Friday morning? trying to think, bro. I have no Orlando clients. I haven't. What does that mean, bro? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, y'all. I feel so bad for holding y'all up right now, bro. Like, I feel really bad that you guys are taking your time to be in this class right now. What does this mean? Like, what does that mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? Where in Sanford is it located so I can see how far it is of a drive? So I can let you know what time I would actually be able to do it with the commute. This is unprofessional, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, I'm sorry. All right, fuck that phone. All right. So today we're going over client systems, right? So outreach, lead generation, the client experience overall. There's gonna be like a 3-class series, all right? So like I told you guys last time, you got to learn how to successfully manage and market your clients, right? Successfully manage and market to them. So this all goes through with outreach, with lead generation, as well as the overall client's experience, because this is very important. Like, the client experience is probably the most important part, but I like to put it last because a lot of people think about it last, but that's the thing that matters. Like, your initial impression, which is your first impression, but really what really matters more than even your initial impression, because you can always kind of fix a first impression or try to fix a first impression if you came off on the wrong foot. You can definitely, fix it with that client experience. If you give them an overall experience, like for example, the first 15 minutes were terrible, but the last 45 minutes were amazing. You were able to spin it back. You know what I'm saying? You were able to level up that client experience, right? So definitely stop saying you need clients. You have to prove that you're able to even create demand. Right? You don't need clients. You just have to find a way to create demand. There's multiple different ways to do so, but you have to find a way to create demand. Like, you keep saying, like, I need clients. Only if I can get clients. You got to find a way to create demand. All right. So the truth that nobody honestly wants to hear is that a lot of you guys are saying that you need clients, but you haven't even proved that you're able to create a demand yet for the clients that you're looking to have, or for the clients you're looking to even serve. Right? So before clients, you need proof that you can actually produce the results that a client would pay for. Right? So a portfolio that people can trust. I need clients only if I could just get clients, but somebody could clients. You can get a client and somebody could book you and they'll never bring their ass back to you, right? Because you don't have proof. And what is that? That's an undeniability, right? You need proof that you can even produce a result that someone's willing to pay for you for, right? You need proof that you're able to create or, have a system that goes to the vision that your client needs, right? You need a portfolio that people can trust, that a client sees and like, oh yeah, I know for a fact that he can make my vision come to life, right? You need visibility as well, so people will even know that you exist. A lot of you guys are living in the shadows, right? Before you get a client, you need to be visible. You need to be seen. Somebody needs to know you. If I don't know you exist, I don't even know that I'm going to book you. I don't know how I can book you. I don't want to book you because I don't even know you exist, right? I'm not booking a ghost, right? I'm not booking a ghost, right? Content that shows people your process and your personality, right? Oh my God, content, you're afraid. I know you're afraid to post, bro. It's okay, right? You need content before the clients. You need content that can show people your process and personality. Why? Because content is one of the things that you can do without having to have clients, right? You could have 1 or 2 likes on a post, but you could have 100 views. People saw you, right? People were able to view how it may seem to talk to you. even if it's not even you showing your process overall, like you showing your personality, just how you talk, even just you talking to the camera, telling somebody about the services that you do offer, that alone will let me know, do I trust him based off of his voice? Do I trust her based off of how she walks, talks, dresses, demeanor, whatever the hell it is? It's like a damn continuous job interview, bro. Like every time you post, every time you show up on Instagram, it's like a continuous job interview, bro. That's really what it is, all right? And then it goes into like an overall loop, right? If you have no portfolio, you have no proof. And no proof equals no trust. No trust, you don't get no damn clients, all right? So to fix it, you start off with collabs. I'm only saying this because there are certain people, like, so I know a lot of you guys haven't got your first client yet, or a lot of you guys haven't been able to get return clients, or haven't been able to get people to continue to come back. So it's an opening loop. You may have a portfolio, which gives you a little bit of proof, but it may only give you proof in a certain area, right? And you're looking to, branch off into a new area of photography or a new industry of photography. So you need to create new proof, right? Which means you need more of a portfolio, because that new proof will create more trust. And there are multiple different forms of proof, right? You got physical proof, as in like your portfolio itself, like showing the photos, things of that nature. You have social proof, which social media shows how you talk to people, how you walk, what do you wear, how do you look, how do you carry yourself? Are you a respectable person? Are you, like all these different things. What kind of quirks do you have? How are you? What's your vibe? These personality and process proof, all right? And this all gains trust for your client. All right. So that's why I say like the fix is to start with collabs. Like I was telling you guys, no matter what industry you're trying to go into, there's always a method to grow within each industry. And I feel like if you're doing one industry and you don't like it, you want to make a pivot, you literally have to start with collabs, because that will start to let you be able to show people how it is to shoot with you. I don't care if you're getting, let's say for example, you go a whole week of getting bookings, and then you go a week or two not getting bookings. Within those 2 weeks, if you're not getting no booking, you need to collab with somebody. Yeah, but I got clients coming through, so why do I need to collab still? Because you need to keep that bit flowing. You need to keep the loop going, right? I don't care if you get 5 bookings the first week of the month, none in the middle, and then the last 5 at the end of the month, and that pays your rent still. You need to collab in that middle of the month when you got nothing going on, because it keeps the wheel flowing. Damn, he always working. Damn, she always shooting. Damn, she always there. Like, it will keep that loop going. That's what you want. You want to keep that loop going, right? You want to, it's like literally like how you show up on social matters, right? That is all proof. What you post, right? What's a part of your portfolio, the visibility that you have, so that people just even know that you exist. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind. You post the first week of the month and you post the last week of the month, that whole middle of the month, you missed out on a lot of clientele. You missed out on a lot of people that could have potentially saw you, because you had to stay top of mind, right? So that's why I always say, like, that's one of those things that I feel like a lot of people don't want to hear, is like, you have to do certain things to create that demand, right? The reason why I say, go ahead, Dapper.
Oh, you can finish your thought, bro.
What are you about to say?
It was actually giving you props since you want to have that look. So you know about this, I know, but like for anyone that doesn't speak but maybe thinking otherwise, when I first joined the group, me and you actually got into it in the private messages about the same topic.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to collab.
You didn't want to collab at all.
I didn't want to collab anymore. I was tired of it.
Yeah.
And we kept going back and forth for about 2.5 days, respectfully, but just kind of like, I'm so tired of it. Like, I want to be able to make more with less shoots and stuff. So finally, but after I think a month and a half with nothing, started collabing and just keeping the passion alive, and it works. So I'm saying this is like a kind of agreeing with you with my own story.
Yeah.
And like I said, you guys know I don't mind putting myself out there.
That's
but
that
like
visibility, man.
It helps and stuff. But like I was definitely one of those, like, I'm tired. I don't want to collab anymore. I don't get nothing out of it. And I didn't see if I didn't get nothing out of it.
Yeah. You don't get anything out of it initially, but it's like it's worth so much more than you think. Cause like one collab could bring 2-3 new people, and it might not do it today, but it might do it in a week, and it might not do it in a week, but it might do it in a month, and then after, it's like a snowball, bro. So it's like each time it's like you had the potential of getting someone's eyes on you that may want to work with you. You had the potential of getting someone's eyes on you that may resonate with you. Like, I might be a little bit too loud in my content. They might swipe right past me and go to somebody else. But that's your chance to be there and resonate with that person, because whoever they resonate with, whoever they feel they can trust through this damn screen that we all own and we all have, that's actually very free, right? To promote yourself. It's very free to promote your business these days. It's free as hell to promote your business. It's a phone, gang. And I'm just telling y'all the freest way possible to promote your business and grow and change the trajectory of your business, right? By posting for free, gang. And it just puts you out there, right? And then collabing. I do understand that's free as well, but it's like it keeps you in the public eye. It's like, oh, I just want money, or I just want bookings, or I know that I need money, or what. It's like, that's understandable, but there's certain times where you're not gonna have that, but you still need to be in the public eye. You still need content. You still need something to help the business keep rolling. That's like if you were somebody that's trying to grow a business and you're doing outreach or ads or whatever that is, like you are gonna still need money to put into the ads, right? So when you're doing organic, that money is your time. That money is you collabing. That money is what you're not paying to collab with people. That money is what you're not paying to post content. Like that is your investment. You're doing an time investment. Remember I was telling you guys last class about an emotional investment, getting your client emotionally invested, right? Prior to the lock-in, getting them emotionally invested. You have to be physically time invested, right? You have to invest your time into your content. You have to invest your time, right, into these collabs, so that you can grow your business. You're not investing money. It's fucking, you're not investing no money. You're thinking about like, oh, I'm not getting nothing out of it. You're not, and you're also not giving anything either. Like you're not paying shit, but you have the potential to gain so much more, right? Just by showing yourself, right? So the reason why I say that, because outreach builds leverage, right? Not just clients, right? If you have no clients yet, then you definitely need to collab. Even if you have clients right now, but you don't have clients for the next 2 weeks, you need to collab, gang. Even if it's just one person, because you can milk them. Like I told you guys about the content, you can milk them 3 different pieces of content through each person. You got BTS, you got that POV, you got even a testimonial, whatever. You got multiple different forms of content you get from one individual. And then if that one person agrees to shoot with you, you're like, damn, but I only got 1 look. Damn, tell they have to bring 3 looks. Now you got 3 shoots. Like you need to collab. I don't care what industry you're in or what industry you're going to grow in, or if you're trying to maintain your stance in this space and in one particular industry of photography, you have to collab. Especially if you don't have consistent bookings, you have to collab. So those times when you don't have no bookings, throw a collaboration in there and just keep it into that workflow. No one needs to know that it's paid or not paid. They don't need to know, right? They just need to see you shooting. They just need to see you working, all right? So for models, it helps because it helps build your portfolio, it helps build variety, and it helps you practice directing and posing for your clients. For small brands, it allows you to get tagged, it allows you to gain exposure, it allows you to get connected to a real audience that's not yours. Because when it's a brand, the thing about when you're working with a brand has an identity, right? A brand has a story, right, that they already have built, right? Brands are not only clothing brands. Brands are not only, like things that you can physically buy into, right? Brands are they're personal brands. You have communities that are a brand. PNG Culture is a brand. Yes, it sells clothes, but PNG Culture is also a community, right? So these are the things that you become a part of, right? These are things that people want to become a part of. So now you as a photographer working with these personal brands or working with these brands, right? You're attaching yourself to someone else's community that they have also built. So now you're able to tap into a whole different network of individuals off of a collab. So you're looking at it as like, damn, I'm not getting nothing out of it, right? Even if you're getting paid a lower amount than normal, right? The experience that you will get from a lot of these elevate your surgical shooter. They elevate your XP points, right? Your character gains so much XP off of the experiences that you get with working with these different clients off of a quote collab or a lower rate. And a lot of the time that experience excels you far beyond what the hell you thought it was going to do, because you were either looking for a certain rate of payment or just you wanted things to look a certain way and they just couldn't, right? So like how I was talking with Dapper, it's like you want to do things, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But it's like the experience that you will gain through either like doing collabs or working with someone based on the concept they have, but maybe it's for a lower rate or whatever it is, or working with a business that may have a certain budget or whatever, the experience that you gain through that business, like in some sense becomes priceless because you don't know who you might meet throughout that business or through that business or connected to that business. You don't know what you might learn working with that business. You don't know what processes they got put in place for their outreach or whatever that you may be able to attach to your business. I did so many different collabs with, nail salons, nail techs individually, different gyms, different like people, and I started to see how they ran their businesses off of a collab, and I was able to attach it to my photography business. A lot of the frameworks that I'm teaching you guys, I've learned from a barber. A lot of the frameworks I'm teaching you guys, I learned from a braider. A lot of the frameworks that I'm teaching you guys, I have learned from a nail tech. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the frameworks I'm teaching you guys, I learned from an MUA. So it's like, and these all started as collabs. I learned so many different business models and workflows through all of these other service providers, right, that I am now able to attach to my business and now be able to teach, my students, right? So, and be able to help you guys overall elevate your surgical shooter, bro. Because all this does is I take my experience and my XP points and I trickle them to y'all so that I can attach them to your surgical shooter. I treat it like a game. Y'all know why I keep saying surgical shooter. Y'all understand that. I attach it to your surgical shooter so you can elevate and upgrade your character, right? So local creatives also cross promotion through their shared network, through their network, right? Once again, just like the small brands, they built this platform. The collaboration makes sense because now you get to tap into that side of the platform, right? That side of the network that people that don't know you, right? They associate you with them, and now it's like bam, bam, wham. You know what I'm saying? It's a cosign, right? You have friends, but friends with potential. Right? So it's a low pressure environment because they're always your friend. They're your friend, but then it also helps you sharpen your eye because you can practice and you can get a lot better. Right? So these are different places to look for your collabs. You got coworkers, you got all types of stuff like that. You got things like that. Like there's all different ways. Like if you already go to the gym, you're looking to get into gym photography. Who's a person that you see in the gym all the time? You own a camera. There's a person that you see in the gym all the time. Start complimenting them every once in a while. Boom, boom. Third day of y'all talking, like, I'm a photographer, man. I would love to do your session. I would love to shoot, boom, boom. And now you got somebody that you see in the gym all the time. So when they come in there, you might as well get a few little practice shots in there of them. And that's all off the face of a collab. Right? And you don't know who they know. Literally just by you talking to them through this collab, that's a form of networking. You don't know who they know. Now you know who they know. Now they know that you know them. And then and that's just how I be going. Right? So definitely feel like you guys need collabs. I don't care how established you are, because when you get booked out, you start to lose the passion for the craft in a bit. And what helps keep that passion alive, like Real Raw Unfiltered, is collaborations. Right? Like I do a lot of content with it. I still do collabs to this day, like because I have projects that I want to do that my clients don't want to do, but I still want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or I have certain industries that I'm trying to get tapped into that I'm not yet fully tapped into. So I have to find a way to get tapped into that. So I have to do these things to get tapped into that. All right. Anybody who's watching from TikTok, if you guys want to be a part of the class, www.pnguniversity.com. Go ahead and join. You guys can go watch. You guys can go view, or go over, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So you want to learn some free game, you guys go to the YouTube channel, Taxi PNG. I'm not answering any questions on TikTok live right now. My time right now is for my students. All right. Yeah. All right. So PNG, right? I like to use like a lot of different analogies to make it easy for y'all to remember stuff, right? So PNG, you're not working for free, right? I need you guys to understand that like your time isn't free. Their time isn't free. So it's not really free, right? As long as you run that PNG formula, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not free because you're investing your time. Right? You can invest two things in this world, bro. You're going to invest time or money. And people like time is money. But like you're either going to invest your time or you're going to invest your money. And if you already broke, shit, invest that time, gang. If you already ain't got the bread, you got to invest that time. So that's the thing, is like some people want to just go ads, or want to go, pay somebody to do this, pay somebody to do that, pay somebody to do this, pay somebody to do that. Sometimes you got to put that leg work in and do that shit yourself, because you might not have the bread. And even if you do have the bread, why the hell would you want to spend it when you can learn how to do it your damn self? Right? You're not working for free, right? You are building proof. You're building portfolio and you're building position, right? You're positioning yourself, all right? So this is how you get to the position that you want to be at, right? You have to reroute it, bro, and think about the experience you can get from these things, the exposure that you can get from these things. One thing I can say, don't let a client tell you Don't let a client tell you what exposure you need. You are the only one who can dictate the type of exposure that you need. And I'm telling you right now, right? You need to be able to establish the exposure. Don't let your client say, "Oh, it'd be great exposure for you." Don't let them say that and you just accept it based off of them saying that. You need to assess: does this collaboration or does this thing, that this business model or this thing proposition that has been presented to me, does this look good on my name? Does it look good on my brand? Does it look good on my face? Would this help, propel my business? Would this help propel my, the direction I'm going in the photography industry, right? Would this really help? And if the answer is yes, then it's okay to collab. It makes sense for that exposure because the people that follow them, go scroll through that bit, look and see who they connected with. Does this collaboration make sense for me? And if it doesn't, then it's a no, right? One thing I want you guys to also think about too is, I always say this to myself because I had to teach myself this. My lips are actually, hold on, no homo. Right? I had to teach myself this. Like, it's okay to be used, but it's not okay to be abused. Right? I want y'all to understand that. Listen. It's okay to be used, but it's not okay to be abused. If the collaboration is mutually beneficial, then it's okay for you to work with the client here, there, frequent, whatever. But the moment that it goes from you being used, right? As the photographer, vessel, whatever, when it turns into abuse, where it's no longer mutually beneficial and it's always them, benefit for them, it's a hell no. All right? That's when you start to cut that line and start to understand, because as a photographer, we do want to get put on. We want to get to that next level. We want to get these different things. So at certain points, we have to be okay with being used. But it's okay with being used if you know you're being used, because when you know you're being used, you got cards in your back pocket, right? You're on tip. You know something that they don't know. But the moment that people try to belittle you or abuse you, right? Abuse the skills that you have or the things that you know or your knowledge, or belittle you, act like you don't know what's going on or you don't understand what's happening, right? Or try to act like you don't know what real exposure is, right? They got fake followers. They're telling you got exposure, but you don't engage their followers and said, "Nigga, these followers fake. I'm not getting nothing off that." They try to abuse. It's a hell no. All right, so keep that in mind. It's okay to be used, but it's never okay to be abused. You being used is being mutually beneficial. We're humans. We're supposed to use each other. You guys are using me as a mentor. I'm using you guys as students. It's back and forth. I ask y'all a question. Y'all answer me. Y'all ask me a question. I answer y'all. We vessels for each other, right? It's okay to be used. It's circulation of knowledge. That's being used, right? Mutually beneficial. Whenever it's mutually beneficial, it's okay to be used. The moment abuse happens is when someone goes, hey, or do this. That's abuse. All right, so that's the part where you start to abuse that boundary, right? And you don't want anybody that's collabing with you or, trying to get free work out of you to start to abuse you, all right? You want to always hold yourself to a standard and always be respected, all right? Never get abused, but it's okay to be used every once in a while when you have knowledge of it, all right? So PNG, proof, network, and growth. Proof, you want to build proof. You build proof through practice. I thought it was fast, bro. I was about to say, oh, man. I thought I still had his microphone. I was about to get scared. But proof is through practicing and building your portfolio. These two things are combined. So these are the two P's, right? Proof and practice and portfolio build proof, right? When you put in the reps, right? You getting them reps. I don't care if you go out there to the beach every single day for a month and you missing every damn shot. You put them reps in, right? You overexposing like a bit, but you got them reps in, right? That's proof. You're building proof. Right? And you're building your portfolio, right? Every collab builds undeniable credibility, right? I had a bubble in my throat, just chill. Every different collab builds undeniable credibility, right? And every person, for the network wise, every person that you shoot knows 10 people who need you, gang. At minimum, they know 10, gang. Not saying you tell they had to go, like they at minimum know 10 people that you don't know. At minimum, they know 10 people that may need you that they don't know. Auntie Jessie got a birthday party. My little cousin, sister got graduation coming up. My uncle, dad, best friend, boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, got a wedding coming up. They know 10 people on average that you don't know. All right. And then growth through content and clients, right? That helps you grow, right? Your content flow needs to continue to keep going. That's that paid. Maybe you got like a paid client. You got a gap. All right. In that gap, I'm collabing. If I'm looking at my calendar and I got nothing going on right now, I'm collabing. If that entire month I got 0 bookings, I'm collabing the whole damn month. I'm doing what I got to do, right? To help fill that gap. Because what I will not do is I will not go a whole week without shooting and drive myself damn crazy thinking that I'm not worth shit because no one wants to book me. I will not beat myself up, and I will not have mental problems and seek for mental clarity because I feel like I'm not worth nothing because no one's booking me. That's what I will not do. All right, I will not beat myself up and fall into a hole and get depressed because I haven't gotten a booking for over 7 days and now I feel like I'm worthless. Right? That's what I will not do. But I will create content and I will collab. Right? Content, collabs, clients. That's like literally the equation, gang. All right? If you can't get no damn collabs, no one's answering back, boo-hoo, wop, create content. All right? All right? One shoot fuels both. You get behind the scenes, you get reels, right? And that brings real bookings. And real bookings give you behind the scenes and reels. Like that's literally the framework right there. But once you start to do this more, the only way that you can get better is reps, gang. That's one thing I got to say. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes progress. PP. Practice makes progress, but it really creates a portfolio, and that portfolio gives you proof. That proof does what? Gives you trust, right? When that trust gives you credibility, now clients want to book you because of the trust that you have built. And it all started from the basis of a fucking collab. And practice. You got to get those reps in, right? You're not too good for a collab, gang. I collab to this damn day. On a month, I average like 5 collabs a month, like 5, 10, low key, about 5. I say 5 on average. Some months might be a little higher, some might be a little lower, but I average 5 collabs. I try to always do 4. I try to do 1 collab a week. So that way I always got something rolling. I got something going, something that I'm focused on, something that's helping me keep my passion alive. Because I only did business, client, I drive myself damn crazy. That's another thing too. The collabs definitely help me, like, help your brain, help your creativity continue to flow, especially if you're PNG, mean passion, no gatekeeping. Like if you're really passionate about this shit and you really want to do this for the love of it, then you need to collab to keep yourself sane, right? Because there's been times where I've been just money, hungry, and I go insane because I'm doing the same type of shoots all the time, working with the same type of clients, and I'm not doing nothing I want to do. I'm doing everything that the client wants to do, right? And at that moment, that's not freedom. That's another form of a job. That's another 9 to 5. That's not a personal business no more. Like that's literally you just became your own boss and now you're just in the system again. That's not even what we started doing this for. We did it so our passion, right, can bring us freedom. That's the whole goal. All right. Proper positioning, bro. Proper positioning. So, truth about ads, I want to tell you guys because a lot of you guys ask me about it. Like, oh my god, so you really don't use ads? No, right? I don't. Right? Is your question about this or is it about the previous one? Before I move on,
It's about the previous one.
all right, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. Later in the class, are you gonna give an example of how you would reach out to a potential collab, or
Yeah, I got you.
no? All right, done.
No, most of it, I got you. All right, so the truth about ads overall, being real unfiltered with it, is that do not run ads. I don't run ads, right? Don't run ads unless you have proof, right? Unless you have a proven thing that works, right? So I don't run ads at all. Everything that I've built is fully organic, and that's 1,000%. Have you ever run ads? Well, how do you know ads work or don't work if you never ran them? I ran them and they fucked my page up. All right, I'm not telling you to not do it. I am telling you not to do it, but just I'm gonna tell you when to do it, when to know to do it. All right. If you're somebody who got bread and you don't really give a fuck too much about this and that, all right, cool. I'm gonna tell you when to spend that bread. All right. Don't spend that bit off the bat because you're gonna waste your money. Right. But I'm gonna tell you what to do and how to do it so that way you don't do what I did type shit. All right. So the biggest mistake overall is running ads with no content strategy, no identity of the brand, and no proof that the shit even works. Like what you're putting an ad on, you didn't even have proof that the thing worked first, and you get no organic, conversions. Right. So what I can say is like you will run an ad without having proof of the organic form of that content. What does that mean? You posted the content, right? Right here, I'm gonna tell you. So you post the content. You need to make sure that it gets engagement first. Right? You need to make sure that you see DMs, you see comments, people asking questions potentially. That's proof of concept. That shows you that this thing works. That shows you that this can go further if some fuel is put behind it. Right? At least, have a few successful shoots, have a few people kind of like talking or saying your name before you start to push out these ads. God, I don't want you wasting no money, bro. Like me and Fab have wasted thousands of dollars in ads, which is why I don't want y'all to do that shit. And I started crazy part about it is when I stopped posting ads and I said, bro, you know what, fuck it, I'm actually lock in and try to learn this content thing. That's when I started to grow. Like that's when I now didn't go back. That's when I started to grow. All right. So you have to have content that already converts. What does this mean? If, for example, prime example, LJ did a video I had, was like when we said it in class, we were talking about in class, like the formula that always works. So you guys about evergreen formulas that always work. I said, this is that PNG way. I said the evergreen formula that always works. If you showing them that process, right, that real route unfiltered process, and then you show them the outcome from the process. So that's setup versus shot, right? What my camera sees, what you see, right? Or the before the product, like whatever, like the before, the after. Those two things are evergreen and will forever work for us photographers. He did a video like that. Video went skyrocket. Video went viral, right? This is an example of something that you can put bread behind, right? When you start to see those cues, those triggers that are like, oh, tick one, boom, the post got hell of engagement. Tick 2, I was getting DMs and comments and comments asking questions on it. Tick 3, it was a successful shoot overall. And people are liking the shoot itself. Okay, it makes sense. This content is already converting organically, so why wouldn't it or convert, with ads? Or unorganically. I should say unorganic, so I make y'all not want to do ads. I'm gonna call it unorganically type shit. Right? So if it's already converting organically, what makes you think it won't convert unorganically? You see, I'm throwing shade at ads so hard, but I feel like I got to talk about it because I'll be asking me questions for real. All right, but overall, the PNG ads rule, or at least what I would say, is throwing money at bad content does not to make the content better. It just makes you lose your money way faster. If it does not work organically, then it will not work with ads. That's not even a question. It's guaranteed to not work, because what will happen is you have to put way more money into it to force that shit to work. You put sugar on shit, it is still feces. All right? Ads are for scaling what already works. It's not for fixing what doesn't work. You have to have the system in place. You have to have the content in place. You have to have something that worked. Prime example for you, right? Let's say, for example, if Dapper's last 5 videos did on average 300 views or 1,000 views, and then one of them is an outlier, and it does way more views than that last post. I would analyze what went right on that post. Tyson, what the fuck do you mean? How do I analyze? I'm going to tell y'all right now. You have the Instagram Edits app. You can do Instagram Edits app, or you can have the regular Instagram app. You hit analytics. You can go to edits and hit analytics. Edits will show you even more. It will open up that video and it will show you exactly what went right and wrong in that video, right? It will show you where people clicked off at. It will show you where there was view spikes at, how long people watched their shit, and it will literally tell you why that video performed as well as it did. And now you can take your brain as a human, right, and be like, oh, this video did well because it had this and this in it, this formula. Oh my God, Tyson, what's the formula? You did a before and an after. You did a setup versus a shot, and that worked. But your last videos were you just showing raw stuff, or you just showing this or showing that. Okay, cool. So this format for me works. Once you figure out because that setup my shot, you know what I'm saying? You might find a format that works good specifically for you. I started noticing that the raw shit works for me. I just press record and just start talking to y'all and telling y'all what the hell I'm doing. What did you familiar? Today I'm doing this. Boom, I'm going to shoot like this. And I'm trying this out. And boom, so like that. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So let me show you how the shot came out. Boom. And that's just real raw unfiltered. And that formula worked for me. So now that's a formula that works. So now I know when I post something, if that formula works and all these other formulas that I've tried didn't work, I'm going to double down on that thing. Same thing I told LJ, right? He posted that video and it worked. What did he do? Started to double down. He's like, okay, boom. What more content ideas can I do that have this same formula that already worked for me? Now I'm doubling down, right? This not taking him no bread. He not putting no money in it. He not losing no cheese, no Gouda. He's just putting more time into it. If you don't have time, you have to spend money. And if you don't have money, you have to spend time. That's literally how it is. If you don't got the bread to spend, you need to spend time on learning how this thing works, or learning what works for you individually, right? And I'm telling you, that's the easiest way to find out. Post a lot of different shit. Whatever stings and stands out from the rest of the crowd of what you posted. Maybe you put before and after, a whole bunch of before and after content. Now watch which one of them is going to guarantee to do better, even if it's a few hundred better. Why did it? Now view why it did it. This is that one formula that works for anybody, for everybody, right? Post 10 reels, 20 reels. If you want to do a whole month to get more data, the more days you have in a row give you more data points. You do 10 days or you do 30 days. Now, which 2 days out of all 30 of those did the best? All right, bet. I'm going to double down on these 2 things, these 2 frameworks. What did these videos have in common? I'm going to double down on that one thing. That's my formula. Now I know when I do this, it makes someone, it's not as hard as a lot of us make it. The hardest part is us actually starting to record. The hardest part of us is actually thinking that we're even capable enough to do it. And the hardest part of us is even thinking that our content is worthy enough to be seen online. When y'all be seeing how real, raw, and unfiltered my shit be, so y'all better post that content, right? So 3 phases of the path. The three phases of the path, right? 1, you have to build a foundation. 2, you have to start converting. 3, you can scale with ads. Optional. I'm not telling y'all to do that shit, but you can. You can. If you got a little bread, if you got a little $100, $200, $300, you can, right? And also another thing too, when you start paying for ads with your content, once Instagram or social sees that you would pay for more, what are they going to do? They're going to start stifling your views so that way you continue to pay to get more. It's a business, gang. If I see that y'all coming into the shop every day and y'all buying some peanuts for $10, I'm like, shit, why would I sell the peanuts for anything less than $10? So if you coming in and you're paying $100 to get 1,000 views, why would I sell 1,000 views to you for anything less than $100? Right? I might try that bit to 200. You want 200 for 2,000 views? Now it looks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it like that, bro. It's like, if you are willing to pay them, they see that and it triggers in Instagram system and algorithm. It's like, oh, he's a payer. She's a payer. She's willing to pay for views. Bet, say less. We're going to go ahead and leave her views around here so that way she pay again. Oh yeah, we need that bread. But if you had never paid and you're organic, right? You're chilling. If somebody's like, oh my God, but I paid for ads. Did I fuck up my Instagram? No, it takes 30 posts it takes 28 posts to refresh your ads. So if you did ads and they went bad and you think it's going to kill your page, it's not. It takes 28 new posts consecutively to refresh your ads. So if you posted an ad here and there and like within that 30-day period, that 28-day period, you posted a little bit organic here and there, you have to post 28 pieces of organic content to outflood that. Why? Because the last 28 days is the spectrum that your ad and your algorithm overall, like the analytics, is calculated. It's calculated with a 28-day span. Why? Because it's the shortest month of the year is 28 days. That's why it does 28 days. It should do 30. It should do 31. Blah blah. All that. Yeah. That's why I do 28. This is the last 28 days because the shortest year of the month is 28 days. So just wanted to throw that out there real quick. But build a foundation through collabs and test shoots. Right. Post consistently. Right? Consistent for me is every single day, but consistent for you might be every Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But it's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's not 3 times a week, and it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, and next week it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then the week after that it's Sunday, Monday. No, bitch. It needs to be the same time, so the same days consecutively. Why? Because the algorithm, right? It rewards consistency, not frequency. Right? What's the difference, Taxi? Frequency is like, you show up 3 times a week, but it's not the same days. Consistency is you show up 3 times a week at the exact same days at the exact same time. I don't even see her request. She need to click it again. Okay, there we go. She just got here. Go ahead, Sean. I've been seeing you post too, and I love it. Keep going, cause like your numbers are. I'm looking at your averages. I'm looking at your averages on your views. You literally got to keep going. I don't think your formula is bad at all. I think your formula is good. You just have to break into the algorithm. You're breaking into a space where others have flooded, so you have to keep going so that you can stand out. The goal is to outlast, so you have to keep posting. But I've been liking your content.
Yeah, so I was about to ask you about that because I've been like, I'm in this craze right now. I'm just trying to post something that's meaningful and purposeful at the same time. But you be saying do it at the same time. I be trying it for 12, but some days I'm like at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I think that really matters, or should I like be aiming for that 12?
My mind is within the same 30. So if your goal is 12, but it's 12, 15, 12, 28, that's fine. Or if it's 11, or if it's 11, 37 or whatever, it's within the first 30, give or take. So like 30 minutes after 12 p.m., 30 minutes before 12 p.m. That's a great window.
All right, bet. Thank you.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Definitely, bro, like, because people getting off work, they're going on lunch break, like you're getting it served up ready, like it's already going to be on the algorithm for them. And then now you need to give every post that you make at least 6 hours to cook. So before you post your next post, give it at least 6 hours to breathe. I be breaking this rule sometimes, and those videos flop every time. Like whenever I break a rule, whenever I break that rule, I've done this shit to test it. But like me, as big as my page is, I'll get 400 views, 600 views, right? And it's like in a grand scheme, it's a lot of fucking people. But it's like for my average, it's lower. But I do that on purpose because sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I just want to get stuff out. Like sometimes I just, cause it's still my page, so I be feeling like I want to get some stuff out sometimes. But I be messing up my algorithm, and I don't recommend y'all do that. But I be doing that, and I shouldn't be doing that. Like I'll post at 12, and that video will get a good amount of views. It'll get like a lot of views, like 2,000, and then out of nowhere I'll post at 4 p.m. and then it's like I just killed my whole flow. I gotta give it at least 6 hours for my shit to breathe. Go ahead, Sean.
My bad. Follow up question. I know you push a whole not putting sugar on shit type of thing, but like, how much thought do you need to put into your reels? Because like the other day, I posted a video of me and my sister, and she was like wearing her scrubs or whatever. It was like a 7-second clip, and I just said,
That was tough.
like that was
tough.
Fly, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Thought into it.
So the split is you have 3 pillars. Well, you really kind of have 4 pillars, right? So it's like a percentage thing, I would say. You have certain reels throughout that week that you just throw at the sun. Like those are the ones that you don't care about or you put no thought into because those are personality, right? So those are the ones that show your personality to your clients. You have one of those pillars. So one of the pillars are personality. One of the second pillars, right, is going to be selling. Right. So like you actually selling, actually saying book me, actually saying I'm your photographer, things of that nature. Right. Then you have another pillar that's educational, letting your clients come in and give them behind the scenes. Maybe you're showing them your setup versus your shot. That's education. Right. You're showing them a part of your process and how things work. Right. And you have that miscellaneous, which is the one you just throw at the wall. And that percentage is a lot lower. So let's say, for example, out of all of those, it's 20%. Let's say, for example, it's 20% of all your content, but you still do it so everybody can see your personality and see how you are. But I would say like out of 7 days, 2 of my days is like BS. Like 2 of my days is like, does it like, if it's relatable, if it's funny, if it's on the whim and I don't think about it, because those are the ones that really be going, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to oversaturate your feed because you want views. You don't want views. We're trying to get clients. We want content that converts. If you do 7 days of that type of content, it's not going to be in your favor. Will you get a lot of followers? Hell yeah. But will they convert? No. You have 100K followers that don't convert. And that's not what you want. You want followers that convert. So I don't want you to create, be like, oh, well, that went like, you know what I'm saying? Like make sure, like how I said, like, okay, boom, whatever video does good, double down on it. Make sure the video that you do post has substance or it's in the direction of your client base, if that makes sense. All right. Make sure it's in the direction of your client base. The video that went viral for LJ was one of those before and after setup versus shot. It goes well because he showed his process for his clients, educational, and he hit another pillar, which also was showing his actual product, which was showing the quality that he can produce, you know what I'm saying, for a client. So that hit 2 pillars. That was a great video to go viral because it hit 2 of his pillars. It wasn't just entertaining, right? Or it wasn't just relatable, because if you just do entertaining content forever, you're going to be just a funny ass photographer, right? But you want people that you want it to convert. You want to be funny in some of your content, but you don't want that to be the content that does the best, because it's not going to get you far in your career as a photographer, especially for someone who's looking to go full time. Like you want content that converts. That makes sense, Sean?
Yeah, I'm over here taking notes. I got it. Thank you, bro.
Okay, bet. So you have miscellaneous, you have miscellaneous, you have educational, you have the product, like showing your products or showing your photos, like your photo post or your video post, like the quality, like showing the quality that you produce, and then you have your selling, right? So you asking for clients, that's you selling. It's like, I'm a photographer, boom, shit like that. Whether it's content doing that or whether it's you posting a flyer, whatever the hell that is, that's selling. These are the 4 pillars you need to hit as a photographer, right? So it's that. I'm repeating it again because I know you said you were writing it down, so sorry I was doing that. It's your selling. It's what are you selling? What's your offer? You know what I'm saying? Showing them that sales, that offer. What is that, right? Your product, photo, video, the finished product. You still got to show that, right? And then you have education, which is your BTS content, your process, etc. Right? And then you have miscellaneous, which is like you throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Right? This week I just want to talk about pencils. I don't know, but it's showing you more about my personality. I did a whole short film on fucking notebooks and how many notebooks I got. I got like 113 notebooks. So I did a short film on talking about notebooks and posted it on my page. But that's my miscellaneous 20%. Like now my clients know I got a notebook addiction. Like no one needed to know that. They didn't really even care, but now they know a little bit more about me. So now when they come see me, like, oh, Taxi has a sloth addiction and a notebook addiction. Like boom, like they know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like letting them in And now they feel like they really know you. So now when they book you, they really know you. You know what I'm saying? They were a part of it. It's like even like my clients now, like my clients be like, oh, I'll be watching your lives, or I love what you do with your students, like stuff like that. Like that's a part. That's all a part of building your portfolio, like building your profile. You know, that proof, that trust. That's building that. Yeah. Any more questions on this one? Yeah. All right. So positioning yourself into being the living proof. Wait, did I skip something? No, I didn't. All right. Wait, I did, right? Build a foundation. Okay, yeah. So yeah, building foundations, some collabs and test shoots, posting consistently, building your portfolio, and learning what works within that content and doubling down on what works. Double down on the meaningful stuff, guys. Don't double down on BS, right? And then you start converting. Right? Inquiries start coming in. You start to refine your message. We had that PNG lock-in method, right? Last class we talked about PNG lock-in. When you start getting those inquiries coming in, you start to refine your method, right? Based on the blueprint and the copy paste I gave y'all, what starts to work for you? What do you feel like starts to work from you based off of that? Right? What process do your clients usually go through? What things are what triggers or patterns do you notice when you're locking in your clients or booking them? What are things that you notice that they keep asking or keep saying? How can you tweak it and refine your message? Right? Now you refine your message in your booking framework, and you also refine your message in your content. You refine how you promote yourself, how you show yourself in your content, right? Then you gather testimonials, right? And proof, right? That's proof that starts converting, right? You build momentum with those referrals as well, because now it's like, oh, my homegirl told me about you. This told you about you. Like today, the client I had on the horse, her nail tech told her about me. You see what I'm saying? My nail tech came to you for her birthday party. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a maternity session on a horse. Like, so it's like your network is definitely your net worth. Social media is great because it gets you seen, right? It gets you seen, it gets you those views, things of that nature, and then it all trickles back because the people who are on social, they saw you on social, but then they recommend off of social, right? They know people that you don't know. Everybody that sees your content, whether it's 100 people or 1,000 people, they know 10 people that you don't know, and you don't know who they're going to share. And every time you don't post some shit, every time you don't say anything in your content, every time you don't let people see a piece of you and what you got going on, you are missing out on that 10x growth. It could be 10 people that watch you, but those 10 know 10 more people. That's 100 people that you don't know. So don't look at your views like little. Just 10x it. Multiply it by 10 in your head. That's like, damn, these people that just saw me, I got 106 views, but 106 of them people know 10 people that I don't know. So that's really 1,600 views. Like, oh shit, that's actually a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So put it into perspective like that, because that's real. Like, it's true. One person was on that phone sliding, but that's a real human being that knows more human beings that you do not know, right? And then you can scale with ads, right? Ads can scale what already has worked because you've proven the framework, you proved the thing that works, right? If you feel like I only would do this if I feel like I'm doing, I'm converting, I'm getting hella views, I'm averaging over 1,000 views, I'm averaging 5,000 views or whatever, and I'm still not getting no lock-ins or no bookings, which I fucking doubt, because there's no way that you can't get one client from a 5,000 view video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't get it the next day, but within that same month, come on, bro. Like, I don't see that happening, right? So that's also why I always tell you guys, when you guys book a client or you guys have it, like how I showed you guys about lock-in method, one of the key things was at the end of the photo shoot, what do you ask them? I'm going to ask y'all because I was going to say it, but somebody got to say it.
How did you find me?
There we go. How did you find out about me?
I usually do it as like an icebreaker sometimes too, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. Because what I'd be like, so what I do is like, the reason why I stopped, I was going to do it as an icebreaker. Sometimes I stop doing it as an icebreaker because if I give you a great experience, I just finesse the testimonial out of you without even asking. Because I finished the whole photo shoot, we just finished it. You just felt your experience. Now I just ask you, I got my little mic from the phone on. I got the tripod already up. I'm talking and say, oh man, how'd you find that? I'm showing you the photos. Oh, how'd you find that about me? You're like, oh my gosh, my girl, boom, 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 this and that. And now you're so much more comfortable. So you're gonna say so many more words than you would have said had I asked you at the beginning. So that's why I'd be like waiting. Sometimes I say it at the beginning if they already got that vibe going. I'm like, okay, cool. Or if I'm not really caring about like getting a recording, or it's not a fire enough shoot for me to like really care about that part, then I'll just like, ask it at the beginning or in the middle or whatever, whenever I feel like there's too much silence going on. Go ahead, Kenny.
I had a question about that. Well, I don't know if you're gonna answer based off like you kind of talking about it now, but like for it was a testimonial I did. I didn't even post it because like she was already on one of them, but I wanted to make it like she came back because how good it was and did another one with her friend and stuff like that. But it was forced like crazy because she was like I don't know what to say, like like she loved the picture and everything, but she wasn't the best I guess talker. So like I was trying to tell her everything, and she sounded like she was just reading off a paper. Like how can I help with that? Like connect to where it's not like a forced review, like just like I'll be asking would you mind, and sometimes I feel like they say it out of like
Yeah,
they
like
want
like
to do
they
it.
feel obligated. But you're saying like
Yeah.
make it to where like you talking about the one that you already have recorded, or you're saying how can you ask now for like for future?
Mm. I guess like setting it up, like preparing for, because like you said, you're done doing it as an icebreaker because
Yeah,
now
yeah,
they can
yeah.
be like, you
So
know what I'm saying?
like
But like, how
yeah,
I guess how can I make each one different so it's not oh Kenny good he does it. You know what I'm saying? Like just make it look more natural and appeal to different people. I don't want the 5 different videos to appeal to the same person. I guess if that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Like you don't want them kind of like saying the same thing each time.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
just I
yeah.
don't know.
So I would say like have triggers for each thing because like my clients would be like, oh, like you might do a testimony for me. They're like, oh, I don't really know what to say. I'd be like, bro, all you gotta do is say why'd you come to me and then who referred you to me. Like or each person I'll give them like only two things to say. And then I'll tell them
Yeah,
to act like they're talking to their best friend. I'm like, girl, like I like you talking to your best friend. Like I like you talking to your homegirl. Like little stuff like that, and that kind of like helps them like break that little barrier of speech. But I prompt them with a few questions, but I never tell them what to say because I always want them to be honest. Like I don't want them to lie. So I'm not going to tell you. I don't even
in
know what to
fact,
say. I'm not going to tell you what to say. But I say, I'll be like, how did I? I was like, how was the experience? I'll be like, so I'll just say like little things about the session, like what do you think about the raw photos? How was the experience? Who referred you to me? Like I be saying stuff like that, and they're like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah. So the raw pictures, man, or like you know what I'm saying? Like I get to give them a prompt. I just give them like a 4 question prompt, and it's not even a long question. It's like, how would you feel about the photos? Who referred you to me? You know what I'm saying? What made you actually lock in? Like, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff like
hmm
that. And it just helps with
yeah,
that. And then you could be physically, verbally be asking them too. And then like when you edit, you could just like cut your voice out of it and just have it go bomb, bomb, bomb. Like so
match
you could cut
together.
you could cut you speaking out.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, I
How
think
about
that's what it is too. Cause
yeah.
like I be throwing it at them like, hey, yeah, like they be like, I don't want to say it, and I'll tell them like whatever I think will sound good. But
Yeah.
I be telling them like keep it real though, and then
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
So
and then they
you got
trying
to
to
get
remember it.
better. You got to get better at prompting, and then also you got to get better at
Yeah,
like choose the clients that you put the most energy into because those are the ones that you want a testimonial from. So if you put 100% energy into a client, like you posed them, you did this, you did that, you really like left your all in the field. You know what I'm saying? In a football sense, you left it all out there, right? That's the client you
yeah.
ask for a testimonial. If you know that you bullshitted and you just want a testimonial just to say you got one, it ain't even worth having. Just get BTS.
No, yeah, that's why I'm asking now because this girl. So backstory: this girl came to me for a birthday a couple months ago, and then her prom came up, and then now she's like, I'm definitely coming back to you again. Like it's a good client, you know, we have fun, all that stuff, and she's not even the best poser. So for prom, she was like, Hey, can you send me some poses for prom?
Yeah.
I whole mood board, all that's like I did everything I needed to. It was vibes, was laughing, you know, chopping it up. She had her friends. I was there. I was talking to everybody. Like, no, everybody was involved,
It was just
and
when
it
the
was all
question. It was
good.
just when the question
But when it,
came. Yeah, she froze
yeah,
up.
like when it came to the testimonial, it was just like it ain't work out. So I need more
Yeah.
post it.
You just gotta like you can only do so much. You can only control what you can control, but you still have to be good at prompting them like on like questions. Like don't just be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What do you want to say? Like, man, you know, how was it? Like what you thought? Like type shit. Like, you know, you gotta be like, what do you think about the raw photo? Like what do you want them to say in your thing? And how can you coerce that without saying say this? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think? Like, what were things while you were shooting? What did she comment on? Like you got to trigger her memory about some shit she already said. Because she's already said, damn, the raw photos are hard as hell. Okay, I'm going to ask her, what do you think about the raw photos? Or if she said, damn, you really know how to pose. Oh my God, you posed me, what the hell? Now you say, oh, how did I pose you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to say things that trigger what happened in
Yeah.
the session. So make it, so you
That,
tailor it to that client. You don't just, you could ask the same questions on each client, but I be tailoring it to that client so that way every testimonial is different.
yeah,
Like, and
not
I'm,
because like even think
mhm.
about it, bro. She was telling me like they don't even need to be edited. It was like, and I
Exactly.
could have asked
That's
all
a
this
good
stuff
one you
in
could
the
ask.
interview,
Like you could ask like
but I
how were the
missed
raw
it, bro.
photos?
I'm like,
But now you know. I mean, shit, you ain't missed nothing.
yeah,
You got the XP points. You got them XP points. Now you
true,
know.
true.
And that's
That's
all it
facts.
is boom. You fail fast. Fuck it up. I messed up. I didn't do this. Cool. Fail fast. Next one. Fail fast. Next one. All right. We on to the next. On to the next. Keep running that bitch up. Don't sit in that bit like, damn, I fucked up. Damn, no. Where's the next person that let's do it? Like you know what I'm saying? Like now I got this bit noted in my notes. I know I'm getting right next time. And now you just keep building up your surgical shooter. Keep getting that XP points. Keep getting the XP points.
Mm-hmm. All right, appreciate that.
What was that? Brittany. Brittany. What's up, girl?
I'm giggling. I think you kind of answered my question because I initially wanted to ask like, would it be appropriate to like ask them like, why did they say yes? But
Appropriate.
I don't really like to. I I like testimonials, but I don't really like
You don't like
talking to them
receiving.
about it.
You don't like receiving flowers.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't like receiving flowers in front of them. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't
yeah.
either. I don't either. I don't either. But after one client booked me off of one client's testimonial, all that shit went out the window. Like after one
Okay, maybe
client,
I just need to like go for
like
it.
you just
I
got to go
do
for it,
have,
bro. Because someone's gonna book you
yeah.
from what someone else says. People don't want to hear you talk about your business all the time. Like when you're first starting out, you talking about your business all the time, saying how great you are, amazing you are. All right, cool. When you become undeniable, others speak for you. So now, when you do a great job for Tasha, right? Brittany did a great job for Tasha's session, for her maternity session, and I want to know from Tasha's point of view, can I trust Brittany? Is Brittany a mean girl, or is Brittany is she cool? I don't want to hear it from Brittany. Brittany gonna say she cool. I know Brittany gonna say she cool, but Tasha perspective, like Tasha, she my vibe, Tasha from ATL, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it may be. I could relate to Tasha as a client. I could relate to Tasha. I want to hear what Tasha got to say. I don't want to hear what the hell Brittany got to say. What does Tasha have to say? Tasha, how was your experience? Oh well, you know what I'm saying. So it's little shit like that that's gonna help with building your brand and get more people to book you and then trust you because they hear it from someone else's perspective without you even telling them like what to say. It's coming out natural. It's coming out how they speak, their tone, whatever. You just prompted them with a few questions, right? And now they answered how they want. And now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other people can relate to that one individual. Like I told you, one client knows 10 people that you don't know, and those 10 people can pay your bills.
Fair. Follow
And
up question.
yeah,
Would you suggest that I take so because I typically am a little like avoiding talking to them, but to get out of my comfort zone, I do want to do that like with my next shoot. Would you suggest taking like my survey off? So when I close out my
do you do it directly after the session or no?
no, it's a part of it's like a preset email that I
Yeah,
put
2 days,
together through
right? It's two
Pixie
days,
Set.
right? It's 2 days, right?
Is what?
Is it 2 days, right? Is that the 2 days?
Yeah, roughly. It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
two
So
days.
mine's is 48 hours as well. No, leave it.
Okay.
Because
Okay, cool.
everybody doesn't read their email. Two, you want a fresh emotion. You don't want a lollygagged emotion. You want it fresh, right? And fresh is real raw and unfiltered. That's like, how do you feel right now at this exact second that we
Oh,
just finished this shoot? It's not
good
how do you
point.
feel 2 days after the shoot's already done. It's like, oh yeah, she was cool. She cool people. Like, nah, I want it right
Okay.
now. That's why, like, when I do wedding testimonials or whatever, I'm getting it right there. Like, I need it right now. Like, and then I'll have you record yourself at home in the bed watching the film back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need that real raw, unfiltered. Like, I want you right now. How did you feel? Was Taxi a vibe? Was he not a vibe? Give it to me. Like, tell me what was what. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're gonna get the realest and rawest response ever because it's right there during the shoot. The everything inside of that testimonial plays a factor into the trust because the behind the video, whatever's going on in the background, maybe it's the set, maybe it's the shoot, maybe it's the location, whatever the hell it is, that adds to the trust. I'm looking as a client psychology. I'm watching you. I'm looking at the video. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm looking at your client do a testimonial, but I'm looking at what's behind her. She got a whole light stand, or she got this. Oh, she professional. Oh, she got. I'm looking everywhere. I'm also looking at the client talk to me and give me a testimonial, but I'm like, where the hell they at? Where they shot at? Like as a client, you zooming in and you send. This is what people do on social media. They're zooming in trying to see what's in the background, what location y'all shot at. They're looking at all these different things. So all that plays a factor in your overall testimonial. It's like where were they at? Like I be showing the location. Like I set my client up in front of a good spot to where the background of the location, the ambiance is showing to where it's like we're at a real wedding. It's not just a girl in a dress on a white background. Nah, it's like where are we at? Like show it. I be putting light stands behind my client so that way in the testimonial in the video you can see that we were actually at a photo shoot. It's not just a clean white backdrop. Like it's like we're on set. You know what I'm saying? So that all adds to it. It all adds to it because that one testimonial, that one video can bring you one big client or 10 clients that can all pay your rent. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kenny.
Nah, I was just about to like, I don't know if you want to like, I guess my own testimony, but it's like I started adding videos like that, and I'm getting a lot more engagement on my story. Like, so it was just one girl that I took photos for a while ago, and I don't think she liked them for real. And then she texted me again to get some pictures, and I ain't gonna lie, she left me on scene. Like she hit me up. I sent her a picture of like a location I was scouting, and she left me on scene. And then like 2 days ago, I did like this proposal shoot we were talking about, and I had the big softbox, all that stuff around. It looked nice, and she liked it, and then a whole bunch of other people started liking it, and then like I was on the set. I posted like the guy posted behind the scene. I just added. There was like a whole bunch of people in there, and a whole bunch of people started liking it. So it's like I guess like to what you were saying, I was just
Yeah.
saying like I've been getting a lot more engagement with stuff like that instead
Client
of just like
psychology,
the
bro.
boomerang stuff.
It's client psychology, bro. It's like you got to think for them and think about what's going on in their head. Because like, what would you do if you're looking for a service provider, or if in the back of your head you know your birthday's coming up, or in the back of your head you know something, you're looking at this post from the point of view of a potential buyer, or a person who like, oh, does this call to me, or like, do I like how this is set up, or he looks professional, he looks respectable, he looks something I can respect, or this person talking on his behalf, or this person, or wherever he's at, this setting just gives professional. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just all that type of stuff. It's just client psychology, bro. They're judging you based off of what they can see and what they think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's very real. Client
facts.
psychology. Client psychology, bro. Client psychology, bro. So positioning yourself overall into living proof. You are living proof. Everything that I'm teaching you guys is exactly what I did. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's exactly what I did and still fucking do. All right. I'm proof in the pudding, for real, right? So I don't use ads. I don't take shortcuts. It's purely consistency, purely outreach, purely content, and just trying to create things that connect. All right. So this is why I can say like for sure is like I show you guys the real path, right? I give you, everything goes straight to the point. I'm not just trying to inspire you guys. I want to remove the like overall I need money mindset, and I want to kind of help you guys understand that it's important to build everything organically, all right? So you need proof before profit. You need to always follow with the organic, being organic first. Collabs overall can help build your career because they keep you flowing, all right? And I could definitely say stop waiting for clients and get the clients, right? So I'm not gonna do this one. I think this is still, this is two. This is two. I think this is two. All right, so for what LJ asked earlier when he said like ways to reach out. So ways that I reach out, especially like you're somebody who doesn't have bookings and you're looking to do what they call cold calling or cold emailing, things of that nature. What I do is before reaching out to somebody, make sure that there's someone who you actually want to work with, or who actually has a brand or product or a thing that you can get behind. So that way when you do reach out, it's kind of like a job interview in a sense, bro. So when you're reaching out, what things that you're going to add is the value that you can bring to them, especially if they have a bigger following than you, or maybe they have an image that you want. Maybe they have a lower follower than you, but they have an image that you want. Value does not always come in the followers. Value may come in the image. Value may come in the likeliness. They might have 1,000 followers, but they average 500, 900 likes a photo. They have a really active, engaged, you know what I'm saying, following base, right? And those may be people that you're trying to collab with or work with. Maybe they have value, right? Because they're a real estate agent and you want to get into real estate. Maybe they look a certain way or they carry themselves a certain way in the real estate market, and you want to capture that because you want that on your portfolio, right? So these are ways like doing but prior to doing the outreach, you have to find the people you're looking for. So understand what lane of photography do I want to be in. Do I want to do sports? Do I want to do branding? Do I want to do wedding? Do I want to do maternity? Do I want to do fashion? Do I want to do just standard portraiture? Do I want to do families? Do I want to do groups? What do I want to do? Understand that, and now you know who to reach out to. If you want to just do anything to build your portfolio overall, then shit, you got so much more free roam than anybody else, because that's literally where I was at when I first started. I was like, bro, I want to do any and everything. So literally, I started off with any and everything. I was like, okay, what is like potentially like one of the easiest forms of photography for me to get into? All right, real estate. Boom. I got into real estate. And I was like, all right, I'm going to reach out to real estate agents. I know that real estate agents have access to homes. When they have access to homes, they allow, I can take pictures of the houses and I can take pictures of them. So now I got portraits and I got pictures of houses at the same time. I'm doing branding and portraits at the same time. Say less, right? So now you can use that as your basis. All right, cool. So real estate agents, I'm looking up Orlando real estate agents. I'm looking up Orlando real estate broker. I'm looking up different things that categorize these individuals, whether it's under hashtags or just under search on, social or even on Google. Because sometimes you'll look on Google and it'll show a person's name. You might be able to put that name into Facebook, might be able to put that name into Instagram, whoever it is, but find someone that matches that image that you can attach yourself to, right? I was about to say some real unhinged shit. I apologize. But it's like, find something that you can attach your image to. Don't attach yourself to someone that doesn't fit the image or that thing that you want to give, right? So if you're looking to be a fashion photographer, but you're not looking to be a certain type of fashion photographer, then don't reach out to people who do that certain type of fashion, right? If you're looking to do real estate photography for realtors, then don't reach out to realtors that, do a certain type of real estate. If that makes sense, goddammit. Like, you want to do real estate, housing, residential real estate, then don't reach out to somebody who does industrial real estate. Do you know what I'm saying? So, without saying too many words, but like, reach out to somebody who fits and already has, fits within that category that you're already looking to create in, or that you're looking to, get your foot into. All right? And that will overall like help you more than anything, for real. Because now you find those people, all right, cool. What I used to do was, when I first started, bro, when I was trying to get into businesses, because I wanted to get into branding, but it was a lot more easier for me to get into real estate than it was branding, even though I got attached with a real estate agent. But then I just ended up getting into a real estate firm, LOL, not really firm, but just like becoming an in-house photographer for a real estate company. And then I just started taking pictures of houses, and I'm like, oh damn, now I'm stuck in houses. Now I gotta do another pivot. But I would DM the real estate agents, especially like not ones that are crazy established. I try to find that middle tier of real estate agent, or that middle tier of branding, or that middle tier of social service provider or social creator, or whoever it is you're looking to like do. Because if they're too high, they're already kind of working with the top of the industry. If they're too low, they're like probably working with everybody and you can't get value from them. So I'm looking for someone that I can gain value from, but I can also give value, because me being a photographer, building my portfolio, I do know I have some form of skill, right? Like, I'm looking to build my portfolio, and I have certain types of equipment that I know that I can use. I know my capabilities, so I know that I bring value to the table as well, right? And then reaching out wise, you get your pitch down, right? You need to understand the first thing you lead with is the value that you can create with them, right? Hello, whoever they are, local photographer located in wherever the hell you're located at. I was like, you can even like, on some real shit, you can reach out to them the same way how these retouchers be reaching out to us. Like, you could the same way retouchers do this shit. They do the method, and it works because they keep doing it. So there's no, like, they might not get you, but they got somebody. So it's like the same type of thing. Like, you figure out your copy and paste when it comes to your reach out, or your outreach, or your cold outreach. You find your copy and paste, and you tweak it to whoever you're talking to, right? And between 5 to 10 of those a day, somebody's gonna hit you up within that week, bro. Right? But you have to reach out in the same lane that you're trying to be in. If it's fashion, then you have to find fashion, either designers have connects to models, or you find models have connects to designers. It depends on who you're trying to get into. Like, it is always a connect that connects to something else, right? You're looking for brands have connects to other brands. Like, there's multiple different ways to kind of like, but it depends on what type of photography that you're looking to primarily thrive in. And that's where you find your potential collaborations, right? And that's where you find your potential growth, and that's how you build your trust, right? Because you start working with that one client, maybe the first two are collabed, and then they start being like, oh my gosh, I actually like how you work. And now you guys become a partnership, like where you guys are now working, and they're probably paying you, or maybe they're still collaborating with you, but you see that you're being used, but you're using them as well. You're being able to use them as a resource to more knowledge, or a resource to more individuals that's in their same space, or however it may be, right? So for example, for me, I locked in with the nail tech out in New York City. I reached out. I was like, I really love your style. Some real shit. Let me tell y'all exactly what I said. So I'm not even lying. Hold on. We're about unfiltered. Cause y'all be thinking that nigga be capping. Hold on. Hopefully I don't get off task because I'm on Instagram. All right, so what I said was, I said, hey, my name is Taxi. I'm a photographer and a creative. I will be in New York City on April 14th and 15th, and I'm looking to collaborate with a few individuals that have brands while I'm out there. I said, I came across your page and I really love your look and overall vibe. I feel like we can create something amazing together. I said, I specialize in creative portrait work as well as creative branding and lifestyle visuals. Here's a look at my different platforms. I put a link to my different platforms and things of that nature. Regardless if this person has lower followers than me or whatever, they have something of value, their aesthetic, their presence, and their brand. That is that value, right? Regardless of the follower count or whatever, it's the value. What is the value that you get out of it, right? I like her aesthetic. I think that she can fit the idea that I have in mind for a nail tech. I feel that she can fit that. I'm reaching out because I see that she can do that, right? And I'm looking up New York nail techs, right? I'm looking up NYC, this, that, whatever my idea that I wanted to create, I'm looking up that. When you narrow down your ideal client or your ideal individual, it makes it so much easier for you to find that person. And this is a collab, right? I said, I'll be shooting content out there and capturing behind the scenes while I'm in the city. I said, if you're interested, I would really love to set something up and we can start planning the concept out and styling everything out together. Let me know if you're available those dates. Here's my cell for better communication. And I sent her my cell and then she texted back and said, oh my gosh, hey, I would really love to work with you. Boom, 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 wop, things of that nature. And bam. So now I was able to put it all together and now I was able to put everything together and we made a mood board and, we made a mood board and everything, joint mood board to now we both be able to look on. She added outfits on it. I added little accessories, stuff like that. I was thinking that would look cute, the overall shoot. And now I have a branding shoot lined up to be able to shoot because I'm looking to get into branding more. I told you I'm making that hard pivot. I'm going to be doing primarily branding and weddings, right? That's my hard pivot right now. So yeah, I've been giving a lot of my bookings away. Y'all know I've been in that booking gig chat like crazy. I've been in y'all DMs like, here you go, take this. Here, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. But yeah, so I've been moving into those spaces a lot more. But that is how I would do some like outreach like that. And then you just have that and then you reformat it to fit whatever the individual that you're reaching out to is. And that is how you do that cold outreach. And that is a free collab session. Like I'm reaching out to offer you a free collab session, right? Obviously it helps if your page looks correct, like as in you have photos posted. Don't collab or try to reach out to somebody and you don't got anything at all whatsoever posted. Have like a few pictures posted that kind of show something, even if it's a few of your cousins or whatever, because they're gonna click on your page and think you're fake if you have nothing posted, right? Even if it's a picture of your doll, your cousins, I don't know, pictures of buildings, I don't know, something, take pictures of something before you reach out. So now you look legitimate and not like a spam or like a retoucher. Go ahead, Kenny.
Nah, my bad. I don't know if you can hear the air fryer in the background from the eat, but so I have a client. I did 2 photo shoots in 2 days with them, and I'm trying to think about like pretty much what you were saying. Should I keep one shoot in like the bag for whenever I run out of shoots, and then like be like archives or something like that, like later on, or like what should I do? Because I have one. I'm gonna be honest. One doesn't look as good as the other, in my opinion. So can I post one that looks good, like soon? And then save the other one for like
you could do that and you could, but just don't forget about it. You could put it in your calendar or you could just schedule it out for a date for it to post later. But
okay.
I try to do as much as I can when I remember it. Like I don't like when I put stuff in my when I save stuff to my gallery, I forget about it. So I literally will be like, okay, when will I want to post this? And I'll literally just put that bit either in my drafts or schedule it. Like, so I don't forget about it. So when I'm on Instagram, I can see it in my drafts or it just automatically posts one day in the future or something like that. So that way it doesn't, so I never lose that content because when it stays in my gallery, I'll forget about it.
Okay.
But I would definitely say like save it, like post one and then you could wait because I know you probably don't want the same person back to back. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's that I'm gonna be real too. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. Like this unfiltered, like, but this is a photographer combo right now between everybody in here. So pretty much, bro, the first day she put up with some lashes, like I don't hope nobody can hear me, but like lashes, like I'm talking like over the eyebrows, and I think that's why they wanted to reschedule another chance too. So I'm gonna post the ones that I really like, which is the second day, but the first day they had, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just not for my page. Would you think like?
But I ain't gonna lie, they're not mad at you. I don't think they would really care if you do or don't post it.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think clients are feeling like you're obligated to post anything for real. You know.
Okay. So I'll just wait till I feel ready to post it. Then if I want.
Yeah, post them whenever you want, or don't.
You're right. You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Or
It's
don't
just
post them at all.
the big behind. It's just a big behind moment
That's
because
what I'm
the first
saying.
one is the one where she was proposing, fam. Like me,
Yeah, I
like
know.
she smiling. Me, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie. It's a pretty picture.
Yeah.
So I don't.
So I mean,
I'm gonna
shit,
see.
you could post if you like only one of them. Shit, post one photo. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's really up to you. Like,
Okay, yeah. I don't got to drop a carousel.
yeah, you don't gotta drop a carousel for that one. If you wanted to be on a part of your if you wanted to be a part of your portfolio, regardless of what, post one photo.
Real.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, last little pieces, you guys. So, how to never run out of clients overall, right? This is the lead generation system, right? That daily client machine. So the real problem is not skill. Like, I feel like I already kind of taught you guys how to gain skill. And if you haven't watched those videos, go back. Over the last 4 months, we kind of really went over all of that within the beginning of this whole year, right? Within this first quarter, right? The real problem isn't really skill. You need more attention, right? You need more eyes on you. You need more attention, and you need a system that you can continue to come back to each time, right? So you have every time you do a photo shoot, you need to have a system. Like, okay, boom, you know how to return your photos to your clients. That's done. It's in the back of your head. That's easy, right? Now, do you know your system of getting your behind the scenes? Do you know your system of when you ask for a testimonial, or do you know your system for when you start recording, when you don't record? Last class we talked about that. If you guys didn't watch it, definitely go back and go view those slides. I told you guys the times that I press record to get my behind the scenes content, the types of behind the scenes content that I get. Last class, go watch it, right? Most photographers wait for clients to find them, right? But the top earning photographers have a system that they run daily to help them continue to get seen by clientele, right? So a lot of people, you'll post something, or like the people who run ads, right? This is how ad works. You'll post something, and that ad shows that thing up every single day on everyone's feed, right? As if it's multiple posts. It keeps just showing it. So to replace that ad, you have to show it yourself. So instead of paying $5 a day, you need to just pay 10 minutes or 5 minutes a day to post a piece of fucking content. Like, instead of paying $5 a day for one post to get posted or promoted over and over again throughout the next fucking 5-10 days, you're able to add variety to it because you take 10 minutes to 5 to 10 minutes to make one post for the day, right? So this is the way that you can build without having to use ads. It gives you visibility, it gives you consistency, and it allows clients to want to follow up. All right? Because they'll see the content, be like, oh damn, bro, you really out here doing this shit for real. You ain't play. All right. So the 4 different client sources is organic content, right? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, content that attracts clients while you sleep. That's organic content. You go to sleep. LJ go to sleep. He wake up in the morning. That video is went from 12K to 20K. Boom. He was asleep. That's a content. That's a generation system right there, man. Them next few people that I've started viewing, they got the potential to come view, come lock in with him, right? That attracts clients that see him while he's sleeping, while he blinking, and shit like that. Counting sheep. Number 2, referrals. You got past clients and new clients, right? This is the highest conversion rate source for me. And I think overall is referrals. That one's it's a definite conversion. Damn, girl, he snapped on them photos. Who took your pictures? Girl, I got my shit by taxi PNG, girl. And now they refer to them. And that was no content needed right there, right? That's a referral to them. But that first initial client came from the organic content. Second is those referrals. 3 is direct outreach. If I'm really in a drought, I don't got nothing going on, or I'm going somewhere and I don't got no bookings. I didn't have no bookings I didn't have no bookings in New York, but I did cold outreach, gang. I didn't do ads. I did cold outreach. I'm hitting them DMs. I'm hitting them emails around my hotel. I hit a few local businesses, coffee shops, seeing what the vibes was with them, see what's really going on. Y'all need some. Y'all got a media person. Things of that nature. This is my portfolio through branding. Shit like that. Like, come on. Like, how bad do you want it? I'm going these places, but I ain't trying to go out there and leave out flat. I'm trying to go out there and at least make back what I spent to go out there. Right? DMs, emails, local businesses. You go to the client first. They don't come to you all the time. They come to you through your content. But if you're not even posting content or getting referrals, you gotta at least do direct outreach, because you gotta go to them. You gotta meet them where they at. And they in your DM, or they in their DM, and they just chilling, or they on social media. You got to meet them where they're at. If they're on social media already scrolling, there's no reason why you shouldn't pop up on their feed. You just met them where they're at without even knowing, unintentionally. You just met them where they're at. You popped up on their feed, right? Now imagine same thing with direct outreach. They're on Instagram scrolling anyways. Boom, you DM them. Boom, you drop down. You just popped up on their feed. They click on that DM, open it up, like, oh my God, a photographer reached out to me. Let me see what you're talking about, right? Direct outreach. And then you have paid ads. I had to add this one in there because people are going to ask about it if I would have left it out. Then you got paid ads. Optional, right? But only after organic proof, right? Optional, but only after organic proof, right? This, you have to scale what works. You have to scale what works. Daily content, daily client system, your repeatable routine, right? Do this every single day. Post one piece of content, value content. Whether it's, like I told y'all, education, BTS, transform, or transformational, which is transformation is like before and after. Transformational, the setup versus the shot. This is one of those frameworks that worked really well for LJ, right? I keep saying him because he's a proof of the pudding. He listens. I say post, he posts, he listens, right? So this is that proof of the pudding. Education, BTS, transformation, which works really well for us photographers, or talking head, which is you selling yourself. Which is you're like, hey man, I'm your new photographer. Come on, lock on in with me. Taxi PNG. You telling them, you're letting them know your offer. Why should they book you? Why should they bang with you? Who really are you? Why should I care about you as a photographer? Where the hell are you located at? All these little things that people want to know, you let them know. All right? I just suck at sticking to things. I feel like a lot of people do. And I think that's like a whole little thing, right? And then you got DM, I was saying like cold outreach, DM 5 to 10 people each day. If you're already not getting these bookings, find out what you want to do. If it's fitness, like Dapper, right? If it's, business branding, right? If it's client base, you want to have a DM structure that you could just copy paste and just reach out to 5 to 10 local potential clients, businesses, creatives, anyone that fits within your niche that you're looking to build in or get deeper into, right? And if you have been doing this, you want to follow up with at least 5 old leads. This is for people who have a drought day. Like on a drought day when I don't got shit going on, or for example, on a day like I'm going to New York. I did this last week, right? I posted a piece of content saying, hey, you guys, I'm going to be out in New York, man. I really want to see you guys. I DM'd 5 to 10 clients, right? One of them responded, the nail tech, right? And I followed up with old people. Who did I follow up with? People that we shot music videos with last time. Like, hey, yo, bro, we're going to be back in the city, looking to shoot some more music videos. Like anybody, we had a few people lock in, like 3 people lock in, right? A lot of these bookings come from that follow-up, right? Not always from their first message. They might have seen it when they were on the toilet. That bit went past. They said, yeah, I ain't even gonna, they're trying to squeeze that last one out. And then they pick up their phone a week later and you DM them again. Like, oh, damn, I did see, bro. I meant to text him back. I forgot. Damn. All right. And then engage with 10 people or businesses, like people or underneath their comments or stuff like that, like, putting fire emojis, like responding them, talking to them. I don't know, just saying something meaningful in their comments or whatever. Like it might be a nail that posted like we definitely got to shoot, or like I would snap on your branding session with a fire emoji or something like that in the comments, or oh my gosh, congratulations, I can't wait for the maternity session, or I don't know, something that's meaningful but not crazy salesy or not crazy forward, but little stuff like that. All right. This alone can overall change your income, right? You have to input effort to get an outcome. You have to put something in to get something out. You can't be sitting around waiting for everything to come to you, because it will never come to you. Right? Overall, we're almost done. Sorry, y'all. Overall, content that converts, right? That does not just look good, what you want to create. Stop posting for photographers. Start posting for clients. I'm on y'all fucking ass because y'all be pissing me off. Stop posting for photographers, start posting for clients. Because a lot of the time you judge yourself because you think that your content doesn't look good, because you think other photographers are going to judge you based on how your content looks. I know, because I did it. I slept on my potential for so long. I got mad at being quirky, being weird, being this, being that. I'm like, damn, but nigga, that's me. It feels normal. Like, that's my normal. And I'm like, these other people going to judge me. Who's going to judge you? Your clients or the photographer? Because your clients are still booking. Your clients are your ideal target. They're who you're directly talking to. You're marketing to them. You're not marketing to other photographers. Why does it matter what they think about you, right? Because you have pixel peepers, right? We know about those. We have photographers that don't like our style, don't like our shoot, don't like our vibe. They think we do things wrong. Our clients look like this or like that, but my client loves it. If my client loves it, shit, I'm happy. My bills are paid. All right. BTS is the best performing form that I would say for sure for content that converts. Clients do not care about the final photos. They want to know what it's like to shoot with you. What's that experience? The final photos look cool. Anybody can do it. We got AI now, especially. This more than ever, you should be making fucking content, because anybody can get a final image, right? A fire final image, right? They want to know what it's like to shoot with you. Talking head overall, building brands. Like I told you guys, it's that 4 right here, right? Building brands. This builds your brand, right? It creates authority. You become an expert in your field, or you look like the person to go to. That's the person I need to go to. Like, oh my God, like I like how he talks, man. That man talks so nice. I want him to shoot me. That man talks nice. They want to see how you talk. They want to see your vibe. They want to feel you. It builds, it builds authority. Like, it makes them feel safe, bro. It makes them feel like, oh my gosh, like he knows what he's talking about. Whatever you're talking about, however you're talking about it, when you're doing a talking head video, whether you're recapping a recent shoot that you did, however it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether you're doing a story time, whatever it is, you bring them along. It's multiple different ways to do these different forms, right? You got before and after, proof. This is that proof. This shows the transformation before and after the shot. It removes all doubt from potential clients. He even know what the hell he's doing. You show them the process of how you do know what the hell you're doing. Then you show them the execution of how you know exactly what the hell you're doing. And then testimonials. This is the highest one that builds the most trust. Other people's words convert better than your words, always. Why? Because my homegirl Stacy referred me to you. She my nail tech, right? That converted them. Or I was following you for a long time. I had clients say this, bro. I've been following you for a long time, but my one homegirl had referred me to you, and oh my gosh, that sealed the deal. And I'm like, damn, you've been following me for a long time, but somebody else had to tell you to go bang with me. You see what I'm saying? So it works. It works. It works. Somebody else's words. That's for Brittany. I was talking to Brittany directly right there. Somebody else's words convert much more better than yours, always. And then 80% of the bookings come from the follow-up. Like 80, but they'll ghost you. Yeah, bro. Follow up, gang. Like I told y'all last time, bro. Follow up game strong. Right, I'll pin these clients in my messages. I'll pin them in the top of my iMessage, bro. And I just remind myself to follow up, or I'll put it in my calendar and be like, I have like a custom calendar. I'll be like, follow up with Stacy, follow up with blank about, and then I'll put whatever it's about. Follow up with Stacy for wedding in October. Follow up with James for birthday, and boom. Like, I'll put that's that follow. Hey man, just checking in, bro. I was just looking to follow up. Yeah, man, my pockets had got real tight, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it for you. I said, oh man, what's your budget? Run that PNG framework. Stop playing. I'm saying. And now you lock him in. He wasn't even about to lock in because he said he didn't even want to disrespect you by telling you no lower budget. But you just said, well, what's your budget? Do you have a media budget? Come on, man. PNG. Right? One thing I can say all the time is respond fast. Respond fast. Even if I'm eating cereal right now, I'm going to text my client real quick. And I'm going to be like, currently eating cereal. I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to text them back and be like, hey, currently in the middle of something. How can I help you? Let me know any details that you may need for the session while I finish up. Because I was like, oh my gosh, he takes it back so quickly. Like, I'm occupied, but I still prioritize you because you're going to pay my bills maybe. You potentially might pay my bills. So I'm going to prioritize you a little bit over this cereal that tastes so good right now. I'm going to just go ahead and text you back real quick because like that video that LJ made that also hitting and going up too, where he was like, when a client texts you and he's in the middle of everywhere, just going, stopping traffic, all of that, real spill. I stop. Let me text you back real quick, real fast, be efficient, be quick, right? When the person who replies fast, speed kills, bro. Speed kills, speed sells, right? So reply fast, show excitement, and answer the questions very clearly. Open communication all the time. The worst they could do is say no, and a lot of us are afraid of rejection, but sometimes rejection is good, right? Because it teaches you. Right, so sometimes if you don't reply fast, you're gonna get rejected a lot faster than you would have if you replied fast and ran that PNG framework. All right, follow up with them. Hey, just wanted to check in. Did you get a chance to look over the info? Last chance. Hey, I'm closing out my availability for this month. Just trying to see if you're still interested in locking in that slot. I know you want to do for your birthday. Right. Pro tip also, following up is not being annoying. It's being professional, actually, because if you don't follow up, the client might be like, oh, I forgot him, but whatever. Y'all saw the testimonial of my client I showed y'all last class. It was like, man, he was very communicative, man. He communicated way better than any of the other vendors in this whole wedding. Like, man, he this, that, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. You missed the opportunity from replying slow last week. Prime example. All right? He's being professional. Most people just genuinely forget. Client psychology. It's not that they don't like you or they don't fuck with you. They just literally forgot that you existed because you're not showing up enough, right? What I said, visibility. You're not visible enough for them to see you. Your ideal client's right there, but you're not making yourself visible enough for them to see. All right. Local domination strategy overall. That quote Orlando photographer effect, I can say for sure, is you have to own your market before trying to like build everything out, right? So tag locations, work with local brands, engage with local different accounts that are local, like wherever you're located at, knock that out and then expand, right? Shoot at different recognizable spots, like things that kind of like show your city. Maybe it's like Icon Park, maybe it's downtown, maybe it's like Icon downtown, maybe it's like one of the plazas that have like different stuff going on, or something that has, or Disney Springs, something that like that gives your location, right? For Atlanta, you might have your location, stuff like that shows that location, that also like shows like, oh my gosh, like they are in this space. So now when I watch or I see your photos or BTS, I, as a client, am like, oh my gosh, I know that spot. I know that location. Even if I don't follow you, you might hit my algorithm. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know that location, right? So that also like adds as well. People definitely hire local before they hire outside. So they're going to be like, oh, I'm looking for someone in my location or somebody nearby. So if they look at you and they see your reel has the ORL sign from downtown in the back of it, or they see that you got an orange in the back of your thing or a peach, then they know where you're located at. And this is next class. Next class, we're going to talk about the client experience and how to make more money, from elevating your client's experience. So this is next class, talking about retention, referrals, and how to get repeat clients, how to get the people to come back and, basically marry you and become fully loyal to you and not want to go to anyone else. That's next class. I know a lot of you guys had some questions. Go ahead and ask them before I close out, because I got to get ready for this flight. Go ahead, Kenny.
My question was just like, in terms of, because it be times where I reach out to people, but like you said, you do it and they still pay. When I reach out to people, I feel like that's more like a collab because I came to you. But like when you do that, do you discount them? Like how do you
Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I forgot what slide it was, but it said something about referrals, DM, or like
No,
organic.
like cold DMing, right?
Yeah, but like in terms of like if I'm texting somebody or a business or something like, hey, I want to work with you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
interested in this.
collaboration. That's what I'm saying. Like for example, the one I'm talking about in New York, the nail tech, I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it was one where you said that, but then you was like, I reach out to these people, and that's how you get more money because sometimes they want like what I'm saying, they like direct outreach. You said you did direct outreach, and you said that's where you get some of your money from.
Yeah,
And
DMs, emails, local businesses. You don't frame it like a collab. When you're emailing them or messaging them, like the way that you're framing and positioning your words matters. So don't say it as if it's like, oh, I like what you got going on, man. I would love to work with you. No, you put it in the sense of just reviewed your website. This is now
bring my value. Them.
Come on, it's different.
Okay.
When you're looking for a collab, you bring their value forward. When you're looking for
Okay.
work and money, you bring your value forward. I just reviewed your website and I really love it, and I feel like you guys need some more specials. Or I just ate there at your I just ate there at your restaurant, and I really liked this XYZ platter, and I didn't see any pictures of it on your menu. I would love to redo your menu and create a boom boom list for you. We could we can set something up and we can meet. I've done that shit in coffee shops. Coffee shops is the easiest play to run that on because they always say yes, basically. Not saying every single time, but coffee shops be saying yes, gang. So like,
yeah,
because like a lot of them are owned by smaller entities, so it's a lot easier to get a yes out of them because a lot of them don't usually have content teams. So it's easier to build when it comes to like those types of coffee shops. But I've ran that play on a coffee shop. Like, you don't have no pictures on your menu, gang, and I'm coming to you telling you that I could put pictures on your menu. And maybe I went there and maybe I ordered something. Maybe I took a picture. I've done this. Me and Fab have done this shit. I took a picture of just like whatever the hell I ordered, but I made it look really, really good, right? And I emailed you and said, man, I just left your establishment, was looking for boom, 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 XYZ, currently in your location. I would love to work for you. I did it for a coffee shop and a barbershop, actually. We did it for a barbershop our second or third time in New York City, and we got booked for a barbershop, and bro rented out a drone for us to use all within that same weekend. That's actually insane. Damn, I just remembered that. Like, wow, and that was from that cold outreach, right? So
yeah,
basically showing, like, bringing your value forward. If words are not enough, then purchase an item and create the content that you would sell from the client. So if they make a certain type of like drink or whatever, I'm purchasing that drink. I'm taking pictures of that drink in their ambiance, and I'm going to email it to that team with my pitch, because this is what I bring to the table. And I noticed that you identify the whole. Like when you're trying to make bread out of cold outreach, when you're trying to get a collab, you lead with their value that they have for you. Now, when you're trying to make money, you lead with the value that you bring to them. I see that you have a hole here. I can take this and I can fill this in that hole to make you more money.
Okay, so I gotta work on my pitch.
You have to
But
work on
then
your
that goes
pitch.
into so like when you do all that, you don't just drop your price all that right then and there. You say I would love to talk on the
Nah,
phone and shit. But okay,
I would love to see like how we can make this fit, how we can make this
okay,
how we can make this mutually beneficial. It's kind of how I run it. That's how I run the play. Like how we make it mutually beneficial, because mutually beneficial can mean two things. It can mean it can mean content, but it can also mean mutually beneficial as in bread. But it could mean mutually beneficial as in I fit within your budget. That's mutually beneficial. You got a media budget for the month that you're looking to spend. You got a media budget. Every business has a media budget that they need to or looking to spend every single year. Why? They don't want to pay that shit in taxes, gang. I got a media budget, right? I have certain people that I hire for different businesses, for different companies, and different photographers that I hire for businesses because I have a media budget I need to get gone before the end of the year. And I'm a small business, right? So there are big businesses that have media budget they really need to get gone because if not, they have to pay that in taxes. So it's like
okay.
there's a hole they need someone to fill. They don't know who the hell to fill it, and it's like you're literally bringing yourself to them and telling them why you should fill that hole, like why you are the person to fill that hole.
Bro. And then my bad, I don't know if I'm asking too many questions, but I had one more follow up. So in terms of I'm starting to get around, I guess like people where I could get, you know what I'm saying, business opportunities from. But of course it starts off with a collab or let me see like, just showing them what I can do before they can even think about money. If I'm starting off, all right, let me show you what I can do. It's a collab, boom, boom. How do I convert that into a
Trial,
partnership?
trial,
Huh?
trial. You
Trial?
don't use the word collab. If it starts off as as a collab, then majority of the time their mindset it will stay a collab. If you say like, oh man, let's run a trial and let's see how we fit. A
Okay.
trial means 1 to 2 of the first shoots are uncompensated. After that, bread is involved because I now have showed you my worth. For example, I'm working with a realtor. I'm running a trial with them because I want to show them my worth. Right? I'm running a trial. I told you I'm getting more into branding. So I'm working with people who have businesses and that do branding. That's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm teaching y'all this because I'm running this exact play right now. I teach y'all the stuff that I'm actually doing right now. So I'm running this play with a realtor. I reached out to them and I'm letting them know that I want to run a trial, right? Because I want to show them what I can bring to the table for that industry, for them. And now if I can lock in them, now the first 1 or 2 meetups is a trial, the first 2 houses that we do is a trial. Now everything else is going to be paid, but now you know people, I've gained your trust, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've showed you proof of concept, right?
Yeah.
Without you having to lose anything. I gained experience. I gained things of that nature through that trial. It's like when you do a job and they have to do training or whatever the hell, right? Like we need to see how you work before we lock you in fully. That's basically the same thing. It's like an interview. This is your trial. So you have to use the word trial. And you're looking to get some money after the collab, you use the word trial. You don't use the word collab. You say the word collab or say, oh, let's collab for a few. Then it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna think collab forever. And
Okay.
it's very
My
hard to
bad.
twist. It's very hard to twist that collab back around too when it starts.
Cause my bad. Okay, so just to bring it up, just so you know what I'm saying, because I didn't say collab. I'm just trying to like make sure that from here on out, because it seems like I got a lot of business vocab, like so much I got to learn on business aspects in terms of this. But like I told him, I said I love what you guys are doing, and I was hoping to potentially become a part of that. And I said either way, I'd like to introduce myself. Just trying to open up that
Yeah,
door, and
open the door.
they told me that that they want me to come evaluate everything I do, and then we could take it further. So now that that's done, and I already know that I did good because they was already like talking about we need you,
Yeah,
like you see the deeds or the clues or whatever. So like now for the next time when they reach out to me, I'm just trying to prepare for that moment. So that way I'm not doing what I'm doing now. It's like I don't even know what to say. Like how like you know what I'm saying? Just transform that into like now y'all come to me because y'all need me because y'all see what I can do.
yeah. So you you
Yeah.
you you would now position yourself as a in-house photographer. Like I would love to be you guys in-house photographer for
Okay.
X amount per shoot. And now they have a set rate per shoot. Anytime they just want to call, hey bro, Kenny, we need you. Boom, it's 200. Or hey, Kenny, we need you. It's a set 300, 400, whatever that one set price. Like I would love to be the in-house photographer I would be love to be the in-house photographer for you guys. Do you happen to have a media budget that you're looking to stay within, or do you happen to
Yeah.
have a
Okay.
media
Okay.
budget
Okay.
for that for your in-house photographer? Because obviously you know that shit costs money. So there's no way you think I'm about to just do this shit for free every single time and deal with all this stuff that's happening every single time for free. So I'm gonna ask when you reach back out, like man, we really love like it depends on it depends on that follow-up email that they say. It's like we really would love to like for you to be a part of this. Boom, boom. Like, what does that really take for you to get a part of this, Kenny? And you'd be like, hey, man, I would love to be the in-house photographer for you guys. Do you happen to have a media budget that you had in mind, like, you know, for this to continue? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So now it helps you know you didn't create no friction because you didn't say, hey, bitch, I need 5 racks. Like, you didn't create friction. You asked them. You ran the play. You ran the play, right? So you weren't in here last class. So I don't even know if you know what the play is, but you ran the play, right? So now you hit them with the, do you happen to have a media budget? If you didn't watch last class,
Yeah, I was watching it a little bit. I got to
bet.
finish it up. I've been busy with it.
Bet.
I said it was a good game on it. Like, I didn't want to watch it and not pay attention, so I've been waiting to watch it until I've been free.
Okay, bet. But yeah, so that's the play. After you get the client that you want or get the attention of the client that you want, you run that play. You run that play.
All right, bet.
And that majority of the time that locks them in because it gives them no option to say no. Like, it literally says, do you have a media budget in mind? Like, they can't just, they be like, oh, damn, what was I looking to spend? Damn. Actually, yeah, we're not looking to go over 400. Oh, 400? In your mind, damn, I'm about to charge 200. Oh, yeah, 400 straight.
Oh, yeah, fast.
350 straight. 350 straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like they literally can't say no. Like, you literally set it up to where they can't say no. And then if they say no, it's never no. It's actually, oh, I don't really know how much to charge. Do you have any packages? And then you run that. But like, oh, I would really love to work with you guys. So if you happen to have any, you know, or you give them your packages and then you still double back. If you feel like you want the opportunity, but the money's too much, you still double back and then hit them with that. Here are my packages. But if you happen to have a budget in mind, let me know if these fit within your needs, and if any adjustments are needed, we can make that happen. So that's soft saying that. If these too expensive, let me know, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a soft, like
I can still tweak it if it's something you don't like, or just be,
and then you can't
workable.
lose. And now you can't lose that booking. You locked them in now.
Real.
Now they locked. They don't have the opportunity to say no. They don't even have the opportunity to say no.
Real. Okay.
But dap.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
For real.
Oh snap! There, I gotta remember my question. Can you go back to the last 3 to a minute? The last 3, like the third to last slide.
This one?
All right, this one. So kind of some similar that I'm trying to do what Kenny's doing. I chatted with Rivera. You've met her. She's gone to both your meetups. She's actually pretty cool. She's kind of doing what you're doing without ahead. Like, she's reached out to businesses and now she's getting companies to like book with her. So kind of the same thing. And I guess is that, so as far as repeatable, my piece of content I'm trying to do is I posted at least a picture of at least 1 or 2 pictures from a shoot, whether old one or new one. That's like the new plan. Clients and businesses, I'm doing bodybuilders, coaches, but as far as businesses, I'm guessing coffee shops, because on your suggestion, I'm still, like I told you, I've reached out to some people and they ask my stuff, and then nothing happens from it. So that's where I'm struggling at. And then following up with old leads, that one I have a question on is, what if one of your old leads has may have found like the photographer for them? Case in point,
cancel them.
Dang, shoot! I feel like
they replaced you, so replace them. Like, they replaced you, so like, you can only control what you control. They found somebody else, they replaced you. Cool. On to the next.
True. Damn, I fumbled on that one.
On to the next. That's that thing. You fell fast. Like, you fumble fast. Like, fuck it. On to the next.
On to the next one. And then, so that's scratch that question. I guess question for 1, 2, and then for 4, is it better to engage in businesses that are relative to each other, or is it okay to kind of go in like, I made a coffee shop here?
It depends.
Power gym here.
All of this reverts back to the industry you're trying to be in. Like, if you're looking to be with particularly people that work out, then I would choose spaces that go with that. Maybe like, you know, some GMC alternatives. So maybe it's like a business that has products that relate to, you know, working out. Maybe I'm reaching out to them. Maybe it's a smoothie shop that's connected, that's next to the gym, and I want to work with the smoothie shop because that relates back to working out and fitness. Maybe it's, you know, a fitness brand, a fitness clothing, like things that relate back to whatever your main thing is. So that way your main thing can stay your main thing. unless you're looking to outreach to other things, then that is when all these other avenues start to open up for you. But if you're looking to stay within one lane, because that's mainly where all your stuff's at, then I would say, like, reach to things that connect to those things. And that would help you be able to scale a lot more, because when they go to your page, things like, start to match up. But if you're doing pivots and you're trying to like just breach into different things, then that's when, like, all the others open up for you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I love fitness, most as you can clearly see. I just don't want to put myself in a box
Yeah.
and the other things. That's why, like, and I'm not gonna lie, like our last meetup, I really did enjoy it. So if I end up having to do clothing brands, that'd be really dope. I just maybe, like I said, I'm just trying to like I have a bad habit of I'm a maximalist. Like I want to do everything to the highest degree at the same time.
Yeah. I feel that.
And so I tend to get myself into an issue of like executive disorder where I'm not excelling at everything. So then everything starts failing and I
Everything
start getting
fails at
frustrated.
once. Yeah. So what I would say is, for sure, because I'm the same as like Way, do 100% of things that are in the same direction. Because my problem is doing 100% maximalist as well, like 100% of things that are all in different directions. And the only way I started seeing success when I did 100% of things that are all in the same direction. So what I would say for you is literally how you said, like, oh, I wouldn't mind doing clothing brands. Is do clothing brands, but do them in the same direction of what you're doing. You're not going to be in a box because you're not only doing one type of fitness photography. Like, you're still doing branding within fitness, but you're allowing that avenue that you've already created to grow new avenues. I wouldn't say do a hard pivot to different things and start trying new shit, because you're gonna get to 50% growth in fitness, and then you're gonna go to something new, and then you start at zero again. Now you get to 50% growth, then you move to the next thing, and nothing ever gets to 100. So I would say continue to build out what you have, but have certain things that connect to us. Maybe it's a clothing brand that connects to fitness, so it still connects with the people that you've been working with. Now you're connected with fitness because you said that you want to start getting more into clothing or into clothing brands like that, and that will help you be able to do that. But I would say put 100% or a lot of your effort into the same direction, because that will help you grow. That doesn't mean same one thing. That doesn't mean saying, oh, I'm only doing in the gym styles with this exact thing. Like, do things in that direction, but not doesn't have to be the exact same thing.
Okay. All right, then sorry, I'm gonna kind of folk same direction. Cool for four. And then for one, so I my kind of content thing is while I have the photo, while I'm taking photos, I use the magic arm to try to record the session, and I have like all the videos. So like the last shoot I did over the weekend, I still have to I'm I'm gonna have to like cut from it, and I'm no judge. I don't care if you judge or not. I'm probably gonna still go through CapCut to make it faster because to try to
I'm not even on your ass. Go. I do what you gotta do, bro.
I because I'm trying to do the post Miami meetup all by myself in the sense of like not using CapCut, and it is
Yeah.
kicking my ass. Now, granted, I just started video,
Yeah.
but like it's still like it's kicking my ass. So I the goal I guess is that post a picture from a shoot, post some type of non-shoot content as a testimonial. That's what I did with my last client. So the next one's gonna be a picture from a shoot. Then after that will be the behind the scenes. After that will be another picture from the shoot. And after that will be a testimonial. That's
Yeah.
kind of my layering of it. Again, like you said, it's just for me. It's just like I have the idea, just being consistent and
It's
trying to get
definitely
all the
being consistent.
information set
Yeah,
up.
because the moment that you find one of these things that resonate well with you, that you actually enjoy creating one, but also that converts well, it makes it so much easier for you. When you start to figure out that thing that, like, oh, okay, this thing that I'm doing, or let's say, for example, you start doing little BTS videos, or you do them a certain way, or you start doing transformational, like setup versus shot videos, or whatever it is, you start to see that, oh, this is the easiest form of content for me to do with the least amount of effort, and it converts pretty okay for me. Oh, I'm gonna lock in on this. Like, finding the, like, I don't want to say all of the easiest, but the ones that have the smallest barrier to entry when it comes to content, because you just want to get the flow down. Even if you post 6-second videos every single day for 30 days, motherfucker, you posted every single day for 30 days. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's like you got the flow down. Like you got the
Oh,
flow. You got you built that muscle of actually posting something every single day for 30 days. You built the muscle. You didn't put crazy amount of breath and time into each piece, but you built the muscle. So now you find quality within your quantity. Maybe you post every single day 10-second videos every single day for 30 days straight. Now you can find quality in your quantity. Now you proved to yourself that you could do it for 30 days straight. Cool. Now let me go ahead and start getting a little bit better at each one of these. I'm gonna do another 30. I'm gonna do another 10, another 15, I'm gonna do another 30. And I'm gonna put a little bit more extra effort in it. I'm gonna put a little bit extra effort in it. I'm a little bit you could build from the fucking ground up. And now you see which one of these content models that I actually like for me.
Okay. So yeah, so I guess it's like go with your stars. Go with your stars, not your kind of like your excuse me, not your dogs. Sorry, that's a I don't know if you ever done like you worked in Chipotle, you said, right? So you know how like in restaurant stuff, like your stars are your high
Yeah,
profitable,
the highest
and not
profitable ones.
highest profitable, but the easiest to do.
Yeah,
Like for
exactly.
example, like shit, soda. Soda at a restaurant is like $2, but it's 10 cents per cup.
Yeah.
Like so, okay. So I just
But the
maybe
thing, you find quality in the quantity. You
okay,
find quality in the quantity. The quantity has to come first though. Quantity can't come second, third, fourth, or fifth because you'll never get to it if you're focused on quality so much. If you
okay,
focus so much on just editing long, taking all this damn time, and then you post the shit and it doesn't get the views that you want, you get discouraged. Fuck no. Like create that muscle of posting, getting over it, and getting to the next one. Posting, getting over it, getting to the next one. Don't dwell too long on the success of the last one. I told LJ the same thing. LJ posted a video and it did well. Okay, that's good that it went well, but start focusing on the next one. Don't dwell too much into that. Whether you fail or succeed, don't dwell too much into that thing because there's always the next one that you need to have coming out because
okay,
that's what you keep that flow going. The moment that you stop and you get sedentary or you get comfortable, you dead, bro.
okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna try to just. I'll just kind of stick to behind the scenes and maybe just if I gotta pump out to like 20 seconds, whatever. That's
Yeah,
easier to
I'm
do
telling you,
than
bro, that's way easier for you to do and you can do it consistently. That's the whole goal. What is the volume that you can do consistently, regardless of whatever the hell else everybody else doing or saying? Like, what can you do? Because I'm telling you, real raw and filtered bit. If it's 10 seconds that you could do and you could guarantee that you could get that out every single day at the same time, do that shit. Like, if that's what you can do and that's what you can sustain and you can still do your job and everything else you have to do in life and be a husband and this and that, boom, boom, wop, wop, and you can fulfill, that goal for yourself and you can do 10 seconds, do that. If you feel like you can't do 60 seconds every day, fuck 60 seconds. Don't do 60 seconds then. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can do and fulfill it to the capacity in which you know you should. That's being disciplined and consistency. You're being consistent because you're posting every single day, but you're being disciplined because you're actually, putting in the effort of the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're actually trying on the post. Whether it is 10 seconds or whatever, it takes you less time to create, less time to get out, less time to post, but it still has value in it, or it still has purpose. Maybe it's setup versus shot. Maybe it's 5 seconds showing the setup, 5 seconds showing the shot, and that's the video. But it still had value. It still covered one of these pillars.
okay,
Regardless of how long that shit is, it still covers a pillar.
okay. All right, I'm gonna try. I got some stuff to think about. Thank you.
Bet you're welcome. Kenny, you had another question? All right, Carolina.
Hey, so going back to what Kenny was talking about, and you're like asking people what their budget is. What if you already have prices listed on your website per se, and
Yeah.
they've already seen that, and okay, you do the whole what's your budget thing. How do you make it sound like okay, you're gonna go down in your price, but don't make it sound like you're desperate or you're being cheap
That's the thing. You
or
say I have packages. You say I do have packages, but do you happen to have a media budget in mind that you're not looking to go over, and I can let you know if I can work with it or not?
so like you would okay, they see your cheapest package is $400 for 2 hours or whatever. How would you okay, they're saying, well, my budget is 200.
Yeah, and I
You're
tell
gonna
them
go
I'm not able to do 200, but I could potentially do 275 to be able to meet a little bit closer in the middle, so that way it could be mutually beneficial for us to both.
okay, and you would give less than what you're offering just to
No,
try
it's the
to
exact same
accommodate that
package.
loss?
Exact same package.
Okay.
It's the exact same package. I don't change anything else because it complicates it on my end. I know that I'm giving the same exact service. You're going to get treated the exact same way. You're going to get treated like a $400 client, whether you did or didn't pay it. You're still that client. You're still my client. You still get the things that came with that package or whatever. You just came to me and I was able to accept that I can do less. I can do less money for that package. So I still agreed on that package, but it's for less money. For example, I have a grad on Saturday. My lowest grad package is $375. She was like, "Hey, I really know that you would do a great job on my photos, but I don't have the budget of 375. My budget is 175." I said, "Hey, I really can't do 175, but if you can meet me a little bit in the middle, I could probably, make something more work for you." I said, "You'll still get the same deliverables, but just let me know if you're able to do that because I can meet you, kind of like at 275." I said it's a little bit better for me, but like 275, maybe even 250, but I can't go down that low because I still have to drive there. There's a little XYZ, right? And she's like, okay, no problem. I'll definitely let you know. And she ended up hitting me back up and she locked in. So it's like I still fought for my price to be higher, but not for it to be the exact same price. But she still gets the same package because all of my clients get treated the same.
Okay, so
Doesn't
you're
have to
not
be the exact same
necessarily
exact.
settling, but it is your choice to go
No, I still
down.
it's your choice because one, a lot of the time we need the money. Two, we made these prices. Three, we want a booking and we want content. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like but you still want to fight so that way you're not a pushover. It's not like, oh, hey, you doing 75? Yeah, for sure, most of I can. Like, no, you still want to fight so you're not a pushover. Because what'll happen is if you allow yourself to be a pushover, they're gonna go tell Stacy, girl, just go to him and tell him 175 and he gonna do it. But that's not what you want. You wanna do
Right.
a little kickback, but it's a respectable kickback. It's a hey, my rate happens to be XYZ, but I can go a little bit lower. But are you able to meet me in the middle? Because I won't be able to go that far down on my rate, being given that the deliverables that I am giving. Boom. It's just all in how you word things and position yourself.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, Steph, you're welcome. LJ.
You know what I'm saying? You went over a little branding shoot with nail tech. Go ahead and reread that message for your
Bro,
boy.
read what message? I don't even know what I said.
Hey, boy.
Bro, you better
You said
rewind. You better rewind this damn. You better rewind.
I knew you was gonna say that, bro. I just kept my hand up and see.
You better rewind this bit. Like when I upload this recording, yeah, I better.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just talking, bro. You good.
Nah,
You
but
definitely rewind that.
nah, yeah, I just did like that's literally. I just did an outreach. It was. You talking about the girl I had DM'd, right?
Yeah, because I got like 3 nail techs. I'm about to
I just
reach
said
out
my
to.
name. I said, hey, my name's Taxi. I'm a photographer and a creative. And I was gonna say where I'm based, but I didn't because I'm traveling to them. And I said I'll be in New York City on these 2 dates. I'm looking to collaborate. I chose that word on purpose, right? Because I am looking to collaborate with a few different businesses out there. I came across your page and I really like the overall vibe and aesthetic that you have. That's adding value. That's giving. That's adding value. That's taking value from them. Telling them what I value about them. I value this. This is what I'm buying from you, whether it's money or not, or I'm giving my time because I value this. I value your aesthetic, right? I value your look and your overall vibe. I value that. That is the thing that I'm transactioning for my photos, right? I value that and I want that, regardless of how many followers you have or not. I value your look. I came across your page and I really like your look, your overall vibe and aesthetic. I feel that we create something fire together. I said I specialize in creative portrait work, branding, and lifestyle visuals. Here to look at a few of my different platforms and portfolio. I said I'll be shooting content and capturing behind the scenes out there while I'm in the city. Definitely hit my text me if you're available those dates. Here's my number for better communication, and that's how it went. And I locked her in. So that's how that went.
Type shit.
Bro, what are we talking about right now? Why are they tagging me? The photo page in DaVinci Resolve 21 is included in the free. What is photo page? Oh, DaVinci's gonna have tethering? Are they gonna have photos? What are they talking about? Tethering Sony camera. What are you talking about? For video or I don't know what they're talking about right now. So, bro, professional video editing, color correcting visuals, free and paid versions. Bro, I'm so lost. Okay. All right, but I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, so this is next class. Next class will be client experience and how to make more money from the experience you give your clients. It's going to be Wednesday's class. Wednesday's class will be hosted at 6 o'clock p.m. All right, so 6 p.m. I'm going to try to see if I could change that on the calendar to 6 p.m. because I'm going to be in the airport. So I'm going to be doing that. So 6 p.m. Will be class on Wednesday because I'm being in the airport and I'll be doing it from the airport. So I gotta pack all of my stuff right now. I got this new webcam I'm gonna try to use because I got like this brand has sent me this webcam, so I'm gonna try to use this while traveling. We're gonna see if this webcam. Can y'all see that bit? Damn, come on, bro. Can you, bro? What? You can't lock in focus on this thing? There we go. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I got this. I'm gonna try to use it while I'm
What is
traveling
that?
to the classes. A webcam. So I'm gonna try to use that bit. It's 4K, 30 frames per second. I'm gonna see how good quality it is. I was supposed to make this video before I left tonight, so I could send it to them. Don't got time for that, bro. I'm a creator. I'm a photographer, videographer. I'm a mentor. I'm a teacher. I'm a lot. All right. But make sure y'all go watch that new YouTube video, bro, because that be slapping. That be hit the algorithm went slapping, Stevie. And we about to have another one dropping, man, real soon. Because I just did the thing with the lady with the horse today. Overly tough. I'm about to film a lot of crazy shit in New York, so definitely be in tune on the story because I'm treating Instagram like Snapchat. Just need to let y'all know that Instagram is being treated like Snapchat. I am just getting that bit and just talking and saying whatever the hell I want, and yeah, I'm treating it just like Snapchat. So I'm telling y'all that now. I'm doing vlogs on my story. That's my miscellaneous. When I told y'all like the miscellaneous, y'all been seeing me post stuff horizontal, miscellaneous. I'm still marketing the clientele. I still have like 60% of stuff going towards, pushing the business, the brand, things of that nature. But 40% now, this is for me. I changed it. It used to be 20% self. Now it's 40% of me showing myself, showing things about myself that doesn't have to do with business. Why? Because I'm transitioning into a personal brand. I'm transitioning into a personal branding photographer and a wedding photographer. So I'm making a very, very hard pivot. And I'm just telling y'all that so that way you guys are in the know because I'm telling y'all before it happens. So when I start doing it and I start succeeding at the thing, you guys know that what the hell Taxi just taught me in class fucking works. All right? Because I'm doing exactly what y'all doing. I'm doing cold outreach. I'm not just telling y'all that this is what I used to do. I'm quite literally doing it right now. I just sent that message to that nail tech and locked her in. I'm doing this currently, and I'm teaching you guys it while I'm doing it currently because it works. All right? Love y'all. Fuck out this classroom. Talk to y'all later. Hasta luego. I got to go pack, bruh.